New APWSTR.
Oh my
God!
When I learned that I also don't need to clap during the clap sync, I was like, that's a load off my back. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Let's start the podcast. Is that the intro? Yeah.
Is that the intro? I guess you made it the intro by saying, let's start the podcast.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to...
Starting a podcast like, hi, guys. So funny.
You know, usually I'm the one that doesn't know how to start these things, but Sarah...
I think I know exactly how to start them. Excuse you.
Wow, all right.
Hey, hey guys.
Like a prepubescent teen just trying to talk to their crush.
Yeah.
Welcome to a podcast will save this relationship. I'm Josh, he, him.
Well, we got to do that again. We have to say it together. Welcome to a podcast will save this relationship. I'm Sarah, she, her.
I'm Josh, he, him.
There, I beat
You
you.
think you can fucking come here? Just get real mad 'cause you said it once, the first one time.
Yeah.
God, how you doing, Sarah?
Actually, 2 times. 2 times now I've beaten you.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
Are you keeping track? Do you have the
Yes.
counter on there? Do you have the counter up?
No, but I'm going to make it now.
Of
Yeah.
like, how many times can I say my name first before Josh?
Yeah.
That's why I get all the TikTok followers and I don't.
No, because you don't fucking comment. Nobody knows your account. You could
True.
You could say that the podcast TikTok is your follower amount.
Well,
You know what I mean?
But that's technically your account then too. Your follower account.
You're right. But also like no, because then that doesn't work when I say that it's your account and you have more followers than me. So
All right, fair enough then.
wrong.
How are you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm chilling. It's been a nice week. We're out of quarantine.
Right?
We're out of COVID. We did it. We survived
We did
COVID officially.
Woo!
I don't know. It's interesting. It's nice to be back out and actually like doing things.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I mean, yeah, like literally today we had our. Was this our first Starbucks after?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know because like, man, it feels like forever since we
Yes.
like did shit. And I think we did like a little drive like right at the end of our quarantine.
Yeah, we did. We went.
Yeah.
Where'd we go?
We
We went downtown, right?
We went. Did we go downtown? I think we might have went. No, because we
Yeah.
didn't go downtown. We actually went in a different direction than I was anticipating.
Oh.
And then I think I just got lost. And then I think we were gonna try and go to the City Walk garage
Oh yeah.
to try and see if we can get a bird's eye view of everything. And we couldn't.
Yeah, we could.
But we also found out that it was dead. So I think we're planning on going at some point, like just to chill
Yeah.
at City Walk or Disney Springs. Then we went to Disney Springs parking lot,
Yeah.
got a bird's eye view, and left.
Which was pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's nice to actually go out and see things.
Yeah, you know.
It's interesting that that's the fun activity after being stuck
Yeah.
inside.
Inside.
It's after being stuck inside for 2 weeks straight and only going out at night to get mail because that's when no one else is up. You know?
Shit's wild. Like you fucking go crazy, man.
Yeah, right. Like I feel like it was really, what is it? 'Cause we had the symptoms for like 7 days.
Yeah.
And then 7 days we didn't have it. So
Yeah.
we felt fine. I didn't want to. I think after 10 days, I think I was like, I mean, we're probably not contagious anymore. But it
Yeah.
was still like, I don't want to just risk it. Because
Yeah.
I feel like even after, like, even with like everyone shortening down to like 5 days, I feel like it's still weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I'm just following the 14 days. Because like what the fuck else are you supposed to do? I don't know. 5 days is too fucking short. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what is right or what is wrong anymore. I'm just doing 14 days.
Yeah. Because I mean, that's what we were told at the beginning.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not too big of a deal to do it. But like, I don't know. It's just like.
I'm just at this mood in my life where I'm like, I'm fucking crazy. If you think I'm crazy because you like, you know, fucking people on the internet always demand like sources and shit. As long as I'm not hurting anybody, I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I get that.
And I don't really owe anybody else an explanation. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, of course.
If I were anti-vax, it would be different because then I'm hurting people.
Yeah, but since you're vaccinated and you're not spreading COVID.
Yeah, it's like there's a way to demand information from somebody. Like, I feel like we should try to have anti-vaxxers like explain themselves. But I also feel like asking somebody about every benign little thing, what is that? What are you talking about? Where cite your sources, bitch, is like fucking ridiculous. You know, I still view the internet as like when you talk to somebody on the internet, like exchange comments, as having a conversation between two people. But I think that children growing up today, this is me being a boomer, the children growing up today don't see it as that. They see it as like something else, like either a way to be argumentative or a way to confront or something. Because they're just coming out here and just being like, how the fuck do you know that, bitch? And it's like, I just live my life. I don't know what you fucking want from me. That's how you get these like fucking TikToks with these comment sections that are like the person showing a video of their corgi, and then some people in the comments are like, that's literally killing your dog. And somebody else goes, I am a vet. The person who owns the corgi goes, I've been a vet for 30 years. It's not. And then people are like, where are your sources? And they can't just say I've been a vet for 30 years, because then there are other people in the comments that say,
well, I've been a vet for 31 years.
And that's really bad for your dog.
And it's just a pissing contest, you know?
It's like nobody can understand that sometimes people do things differently.
Yeah.
Than you.
It's weird. Yeah.
It's really strange.
And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Just accept that you're not the center of the universe, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. People are weird. I think the more that people grow up in this generation, the more they're going to turn into people like me.
I hope so. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I feel like that's normal with age. Like, you know, like you want to retire into your cave.
And just kind of, yeah.
Not have to deal with stuff. Unless you're like super grandma. And then you're the last person I want to talk to. The grandmas that like go out and like garden and shit. But like not just garden, because I garden, but like talk about gardening. Like create the garden club. You know?
I get that.
Fuck you.
Wow, damn.
Yeah. Gardening is my thing. You know what I mean? That's for me.
That's for me, not for anyone else?
No, not for me to share.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think there's like I get that, but I feel like there's always going to be activities that people are just going to want to share, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I guess it's like that story I told you about my dad with Harrison Ford.
You have to remind me, because I'm drawing a blank.
And also, I don't think I've told
probably not told this on the podcast. Yeah.
I was gonna go see Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull, and I told my dad about it, and my dad was like, "Oh, who's playing Indiana Jones? Is it Shia LaBeouf?" Because Shia LaBeouf was in that movie. Yeah. And I go, "No, it's Harrison Ford," and he's like, "Still?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's still." And he's like, "For real? He's old as fuck." And he doesn't say fuck. My dad never said fuck, but like, and I was like, "Yeah, no, yeah, he's still Indiana Jones." Yep. And my dad was like, "He's too old to be doing that." And then my dad never watched that movie, and also never watched another Harrison Ford movie because he was like, he's too old to be acting. Wow. And that's kind of funny, because it's like, oh, you can say that to any normal person and they'll be like, wow, that's really judgmental of your father. Why does he believe that you just stop having fun when you're old? And that's when I like to counter with, he didn't say you can't have fun. He's just saying you can't be young. You can't be young when you're old. You know, you got to accept that shit. And I vibe with that a lot. You know what I mean?
I get that. Yeah, I understand that, like, side of it, you know?
Yeah. And that's why I come from a very judgy family, and I will sit around. I've just decided I'm going to give in to my nature and stop hating myself for being a judgmental person. I am a judgmental person. And you know what? I'm going to judge people about things that do not matter. Thank you.
So brave.
Thank you.
You're
so brave.
So brave, dude. Meanwhile, I'm like the exact opposite.
I know. Literally, like, you are not like that
I'm
at all.
never going to get old.
No, you're just not judgmental.
And I'm never going to get old.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. So far, I'm right on that roll of the.
Yeah.
So far, every New Year's resolution is don't get old.
Yeah.
And it's been going good so far.
You know, I just can't wait. I can't wait to get into like my 30s and start getting into these like millennial versus Gen Z brawls. Except now it's gonna be.
You're fighting people in their 50s as opposed to.
No. I'm 30 and I'm fighting 15-year-olds. I can't wait to fight 15-year-olds when I'm 30, because then what I can do is 15-year-olds are going to be like, meh, why are you so worried about kids, Grandma? And I get to say, because you suck.
Jesus.
And that's it. Because I think you suck. Because I just don't like you.
This is the point in the editing process where Josh is gonna have to make a really crucial research and see what the age demo is of our audience, and it has to figure out whether or not
not the cool teenagers watching us. No, not you guys.
He has to put a too hot for TV sticker over your mouth.
You're the cool babies.
You're just gonna have to. I'm gonna
the special ones.
Dub in the words. Actually, teens are really cool and epic, and we have pitch shifted up.
Like we're gonna be fucking.
Like we don't have an entire.
I do not want an audience of teenagers. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the audience that we have now is nice. The like fucking 17 to fucking, which is a teenager, to
literally
like 30. Maybe
that's
even
that's a good
30 plus.
11-year range. Yeah,
that's pretty good. I like that.
13-year range, I can believe. But yeah, I don't know.
I enjoy that because we don't get the boomers that are like, "Oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about."
Remember when we did have the boomers?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, during that one with the what is it?
The worst takes, yeah.
Oh, and the fucking worst takes. I think I remember early on YouTube that one comment of
you guys are just a bunch of.
Keep on moving, folks. Just two kids who don't know what they're talking about. I don't remember what it was.
Two idiots that talk about nothing.
Talk about nothing, yeah. That was like
rambling about nothing.
I think that was like at least within the first year of doing this, yeah.
That's a really good comment.
That was a really good comment.
That was a primo comment.
That was an epic comment.
Fucking love that comment.
Oh shit, I know we're doing worst takes today. Have we talked about the Andrew Yang email that we got?
Yeah, we did. We did on the episode after that. We got it.
I think we talked about it for like 5 seconds.
Well, we kind of responded to that guy where we were like, we're not reading your fucking crazy ass manifesto.
I feel like we should read it at some point, like later on.
I do not think so.
Right when Elon Musk fucking drops off. Or no, Andrew Yang drop off.
We should read it when Elon Musk
culturally
dies?
Drops off.
He's already divorced. What else can he get?
Not have Tesla anymore or SpaceX anymore. It wasn't even about Elon Musk. It was about Andrew Yang.
Yeah, so why are you talking about Elon Musk?
When Andrew Yang drops off, officially.
Didn't he kind of drop off after that immediately?
A little bit, yeah.
Like, I haven't heard shit about him since then.
He's going to come back.
He immediately did what we said he was going to do. I remember that.
I don't remember. I don't know what I'm saying
he
anymore.
Went on Jordan B. Peterson's
show.
He
went on Tucker Carlson's. Yeah.
Tucker Carlson, yeah. And then talked about it, and Tucker Carlson sucked his cock on live TV.
Yeah. No, I can't believe we called that, actually.
Yeah.
It was such a simple fucking...
And this guy sent us a fucking... the
10-page email.
10,000
Actually, he's really cool. It's actually now centrist. He's outside the political spectrum.
You can't put the words cool and centrist in the same fucking... Yeah. In America, when you're talking about American politics, a cool centrist does not exist.
Cool centrist is a dead centrist.
You can't just be like fucking... I don't know, I think this racism thing is blown out of proportion. And also, I like to skateboard. Like, you know, like that doesn't make any sense.
I get it. Yeah.
Like, no. It's fucking stupid.
Really fucking stupid, man. Jesus.
Do you want to get into the worst takes?
Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, that's a good segue, I guess.
Anyway, this is a Bloomberg article because I love it.
Well, hold on. Wait, we gotta...
Oh, yeah, do it.
We gotta intro worst takes.
Worst takes, baby.
We gotta intro... This is the worst takes. All right.
Oh, my God. It's the worst. It's politics.
It's politics time, bitch.
Oh, shit. Your monthly limit of free content is about to expire. Stay on top of historic market volatility. Try 3 months for $8.75, but it's crossed out. 50 cents per week. Cancel anytime.
Until it is $8 until...
Okay, whatever. It still lets me read the article.
Damn.
But I can't, quote unquote, claim this offer. All right. This is an opinion piece.
This is an opinion piece?
This is an opinion piece. Wait until I read the title of it.
Oh,
but it's an opinion piece. I want you all to realize.
It's an opinion piece from Bloomberg.
By Therese Raphael and Sam Fazeli. And I read Sam Fazeli as Scam Fazeli. And it's not clouded by my opinion of this opinion
it isn't?
piece.
Okay, all right. It sounds, okay.
Okay.
Going into this open-minded. What's the title of this opinion piece?
Say goodbye to self-isolating, work-from-home mandates, mass testing. Opinion piece. Say goodbye.
That's really, that's actually a lot more scammy than I thought it was.
Yeah, because you should not...
That sounds like an actual headline, as opposed, because that seems like, oh, it's gone now.
See ya. It's gone.
It's not. It's because now I know this is gonna be an argumentative of like, oh, we shouldn't have this anymore. Okay,
some fucking idiot is gonna bring this up in a conversation and be like, oh, look at this, and it's a Bloomberg piece of shit.
It's kind of like when it's kind of like when they do like when Netflix writes an article for the New York Times or something, and they put the little block in there, but you can't read it, so it seems like the New York Times is reporting on a new Netflix show. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like that weird, it just seems like it's just such a misdirect.
We should just call that a scam. That's what that is.
It's a scam. You know, I mean, it's advertising technically, but it's
you're tricking people into thinking a false thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you're tricking people into watching your show because you scammed them in the sense of...
that's false. You're saying false shit, no.
So
you're making it seem not what it is.
Exactly. So
it's time to rethink our COVID response to account for higher vaccination rates, natural immunity, and milder variants like Omicron. So get ready for a lot of
I hate the word natural immunity. I hate those words now.
Right. It's anti-vax rhetoric.
Yeah,
dog whistling.
The main it's
very fun.
I don't want to get stuck on that immediately, but I really need to make a point of why that's the anti-vax thing. It's because anti-vaxxers are so fucking sick of COVID, right?
Yeah.
And they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it's COVID's bad and it's ruining things for everybody.
Yeah.
And they don't want to admit that's because that they're not vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So what they've decided to do is it's with the Facebook memes, of course, where because Facebook is so cool.
I don't know why they don't put the minions in there too.
They don't put the minions there anymore because Facebook literally has a built-in meme generator now.
Oh, really?
Or it's not so it's not
I know
a meme,
what you're talking about with the background and the text.
You get the background, you put a text, and that's what they do now. Yeah. Because if you put text behind the color orange, people come. I don't know. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
They could have bought out the impact font advice animals
they could have,
meme,
but no, they
format
that costs money. So they just made a little wallpaper with the smiling, crying, laughing emojis coming out and fading.
So awesome if Facebook taught our grandparents how to make advice animals.
God.
With minions, we could have had such great old people memes.
They figured it out enough on their own. But okay, so what they do with these memes, right, is that what they've been saying is because COVID's been around for 2 years and because actually not even because, that's it, end of story. Because COVID's been around for 2 years, you've probably already gotten it, so you should just go out and live your life. And that's it. That's their whole argument now with anti-vaxxers.
Yeah.
It's literally you probably just you already got it, so just go out.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying that that's just what they're resorting to.
That's just not true.
Yeah, it's literally not true.
It's just a big fuck
it's
you
such a
to
simplistic fucking
people that are immunocompromised.
Yeah, exactly. So like I don't. It's just so fucking.
Yeah.
That's just how they're fucking doing this. So that's when I hear natural immunity, I'm like, oh, they just think because people have already got it. So whatever.
Yeah. I just think this shit is really like, I don't know. I mean, I will say, like, I am a person who, if a demographic does not affect me, I have been known to be ignorant about the trials and tribulations of that demographic.
No, yeah, same.
And I think most people have.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I understand if you don't know any disabled people, if you don't know any immunocompromised people, any people with chronic illness, I can kind of understand if you're like, I got the vaccine, I got boosted, I got blah, 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 I'm triple vaccinated, I'm just going to go out and go to Disney World. I get it, but it's also like, I literally can't imagine anyone who doesn't know someone like that.
Yeah, that's what's weird. So
because of the state of our healthcare system.
Yeah, like literally.
People don't want to go out and go to a doctor because it costs too much money, and then they
get something and
then they're affected for the rest of their life. Like a year ago, I had a friend who almost died because he didn't know that he had diabetes.
Yeah, shit, you're right.
Yeah, and he ended up in the fucking hospital, and thank God he didn't die. But like now, every time I see somebody is like, we're all gonna get it, I don't fucking care, I like go red and I think about my friend getting COVID, which he did get COVID, by the way.
Yeah, he got COVID at the same time we did.
And somehow came out the other side because he was vaccinated.
Yeah, that's the thing is like.
But also it's just like it makes me so fucking mad. Because what you're saying is I don't really give a shit about the people that have diabetes. I don't give a shit about the people that have this or that or whatever. I just want to go to Disney World. And I think you can deal without Disney World.
For like a little bit.
For like years.
Honestly, yeah.
Because most people do.
So, yeah.
It fucking infuriates me.
Yeah.
This is a stupid fucking sentence. The balance of power between human and virus is shifting. Better... Yeah.
Once you get all the Infinity Stones, you can take the virus.
Can't snap. Okay. Better armed against a lesser enemy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, this is some weird fucking. You
are writing a fantasy novel. This is like the last Game of Thrones book.
Yeah, this is. Oh my god. Jesus.
Better armed against a lesser enemy. Our species no longer needs to hide in a bunker, waiting for a viral wave to pass. We literally need to.
Yeah, we're only now maybe we're only now maybe getting out of this wave. Like unironically,
this doesn't mean there's not gonna be another wave.
Yeah, there's gonna be another one like 6 months because that's how long the immunity lasts. I'm done, man. I'm sorry. I just like God.
Through the first paragraph.
I'm sorry, because like this is already so stupid. This is already like. Did you not learn anything in the past 2 fucking years?
I mean, yeah, literally, that's what that is.
Oh my god. Okay.
That means it's time for our COVID response to change, as we enter the quote unquote endemic stage of the virus.
So,
tell us about it, Josh.
Okay, so this is where I start getting pissed off because they're technically quote unquote right as of right now. Technically, the COVID is going to become more than likely endemic because it seems like that's how it is because it has.
But I remember when it didn't have to be.
No, it definitely didn't have to be, and we could have probably
did because we fucked up.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too is like it won't become endemic or the real. I guess the hope with it becoming endemic is we get more Omicron like ones where it's not deadly, or as deadly, I suppose. But like it's how is it? It's with that, it's really just kind of rolling the dice on that. But it would have been gone away if everyone had just gotten fucking vaccinated, like unironically.
Yeah,
and that was also,
or if the government like put a rent freeze on everything.
Yeah,
and like paid us to stay home.
Yeah, and you know, tried to help people that had to go out and do stuff because you still need people to go and get groceries, and you still need to, you know, make sure you get shit delivered to your house, you know.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of things that went wrong.
Yeah.
and that's why we're getting into the endemic. Theoretically, I think maybe even when Delta was still here, because Delta isn't as spreadable as this variant, the new one that's here.
Yeah.
I think we could have theoretically maybe stopped it if everyone got boosted and shit. And I think everyone would have gotten boosted like right at the same time or around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But since that didn't happen, we got more mutations, we got more things. And because it's just so much out there now, is that I think from my understanding and from my reading, now we're actually like, okay, this might become endemic because it's just going to keep happening now. And it's not even because like the vaccinated, it's literally because people aren't getting vaccinated and they're just making more variants because of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what makes it endemic.
Josh, no, because Bloomberg,
sorry,
their
continue.
opinion is that we do not have to do that anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go. Let's see.
Okay, as we enter the endemic stage of the virus, however, there is confusion about what an updated approach should look like. This reads...
Not really.
I know we've been watching Steven Universe a lot, but this reads like the gaslighting manipulative, like, diamonds speaking to their gem soldiers.
Kind of,
you know what I mean?
Oh
like,
my god.
Literally the villains that are supposed to be about... They're supposed to, like, symbolize fascism, you know?
Yeah, right. That's literally what this is.
And the hatred for individuality.
Yeah. Oh, god. just
That's how it sounds.
And just join everybody in getting COVID.
Yeah, or just like cult speak where it's like, I know some of you are confused. You have to drink the Kool-Aid.
You got to get COVID.
You have to. About what an updated approach should look like. On Monday, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez called for a Europe-wide discussion about developing the kind of response that exists for, say, the flu.
But COVID's not the flu.
I thought we were clear on that. You know,
No,
I thought we were really
not
clear that it's not the fucking flu.
No, people still believe it's just the flu.
I know that. I'm not dumb,
Yeah,
but like it's... I don't know how clearer people could be that it's not the fucking flu.
No, because that conspiracy theory. I know we're going on a lot of tangents, but I'm just so sick of this.
I want everyone to know I know the conspiracy theory. He's telling you for you.
What everyone's saying, because the new conservative argument, from what I'm understanding, is if we just don't test people, that's how COVID cases go down. And people are saying, oh yeah, then you'll just realize that it was just the cold all along.
Yeah.
And then, because people just don't get that's not the fucking actual flu. They just assume that it is. And then they have the worst fucking cold of their life.
Yeah.
And then what sucks about that is that they survive having the worst cold of their life.
And then they're like, that was
nothing.
bad.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Dude, we were fucking vaccinated and had the weaker fucking variant.
And it sucked.
Dude.
It really sucked.
That actually, and not only that actually makes me worry that in some way or another, both of us have some sort of something wrong with us that isn't just...
Oh, like long COVID?
Not even long COVID. Just that we had a pre-existing condition of some sort.
Oh, no. We would be fucking dead, I think.
Okay. Well.
Like, no, I don't think so. Because, I mean, our friend that has diabetes, he had it worse than us.
Okay, then. Well.
Also. And he wasn't boosted either.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
So, I mean.
Yeah. But, okay. Yeah, sorry. Continue the thing. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, fuck it. I don't know. I worry all the time about if I have diabetes or something.
Same, actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I drink a lot of fucking sugary shit in high school, like constantly.
Yeah, I mean, same. Yeah.
But I don't know. But it's dumb.
It is
dumb.
That's
my point. But continue if you want to.
We're also like really young.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
I've been kind of coasting on my youth.
Sorry, sir. I thought you said you were getting old early.
I'm 24. I can get old emotionally and still stay young physically. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. All right.
Okay. The UK has extended its quote-unquote Plan B rules for another 3 weeks, but has softened its testing and travel policies, and Prime Minister Boris Johnson is under pressure to lift existing restrictions. It's too early to declare victory, of course. Infections are rising sharply, and there are still a worrying number of deaths from COVID-19. You don't fucking say.
Yeah, that's so... I'm waiting for the but.
Plus, there are many regions where health services are under extreme pressure. And
Most.
yet,
there's the but.
The overall pandemic picture gives cause for optimism. That's the one
weird.
thing I don't feel every day.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all.
I do not feel optimistic ever.
I've been looking at because I have to look at the stats all the time. Yeah, deaths are starting to rise. It's been about 2 weeks, I think, since
it's pretty bad.
Like
it's
the real shit started going up.
80%.
Hospitalization's been up for a while.
It's 80% ICU capacity.
Yeah, like there's no fucking way.
Yeah. I just saw that recently. It was just like, and the person was like, "Oh yeah, no, for sure, mild." Go ahead.
Sarah, do you want something that's going to terrify you a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
In Miami, 1 in 3 people have COVID right now.
That makes total sense.
In Orange County here, 1 in 4. And that's not even including people that took at-home tests and didn't get counted like you and me did.
Dude, literally, I have been getting, like, people have reached out to me recently, I guess because it's a new year and people are like, oh, I want to talk to my friends more. And I'm trying to make plans. And then I'd be like, oh, no, sorry, I have COVID. And then they would be like, fucking same. Everybody I know had COVID at the same time. So, yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I'm not. Is this going to terrify me, Josh? I've already been terrified for fucking. Well, I mean, I'm
just saying it just in case, because I feel like, you know.
Yeah, for the
people. Yeah, for the listeners. Yeah. So, like, I don't know. But, yeah, continue.
Okay. And yet, the overall pandemic picture gives cause for optimism. Omicron infections in South Africa peaked about a month after the wave began. Whoop-de-fucking-do. That's a different fucking country.
First of all, it's a different country. Second of all, a month after is still a long fucking time.
It's a long time.
That's a 12th of the year.
Especially
I don't know what
for
the fuck
a disease
are you
that
talking
could kill
about.
you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, a disease that could
and
have you in the hospital.
Someone in 2 days.
Just a month.
Just a month. My God.
Going upwards of like a month and a half at the least.
And all it did was peak. So it's not like...
It's not even like... And then it went down a little bit every other day.
And data from South Africa and elsewhere confirm early indications that the latest variant, while far more transmissible, is causing less severe disease with lower levels of hospitalization, shorter hospital stays, and fewer deaths. And it's a bunch of fucking bar graphs.
Guys, 1% of everyone dying is 70 million people.
It's a bunch of bar graphs of the different waves and
is it like area graphs and shit about like how Omicron took over everything?
Not even. It's just bar graphs of how many people are on oxygen therapy, mechanical ventilation, ICU admissions.
Okay.
Length of stay and death.
I don't give a shit anymore because like
it's really funny.
If the disease
do you want to see it?
What the
fuck
are you supposed to?
Tiny numbers. It's like it doesn't even show you like the full actual numbers.
And we're also right in the middle. Oh my God, whatever.
And it's the little bar graphs that just like you would make in like.
Yeah, you make it in Word. You'd make it in fucking.
You make it a Word document for your like. Mathematics for liberal arts class at Valencia College. One explanation is that Omicron appears to affect the body differently than previous variants. A study from the University of Hong Kong Facility of Medicine suggests Omicron may replicate in the lung more slowly than Delta, which would give the immune system more time to respond. Natural immunity also counts for a lot. In countries where infection rates were relatively high in earlier waves, susceptibility to serious illness with Omicron seems much lower. A study published Monday by London's Imperial College, while limited by a small sample size and a younger population. Why would you put that in?
Shut up.
If you're gonna lie,
yeah.
Confirms earlier research suggesting that even immunity conferred from the coronaviruses that cause the common cold may help bolster defenses against SARS-CoV-2.
I wouldn't be surprised, but like that doesn't really help us.
Right. I just want to mention like Bloomberg is a American news.
Yeah. And they've so
far referenced
Yeah, they haven't referenced what's going on here.
Spain, fucking Hong Kong,
South America,
London, and South America.
Yeah, like that. They have very different. Okay, first of all, they have very different healthcare systems. Let's just start with that.
Very different COVID responses.
Very different COVID responses. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, and like the whole thing that ruins this argument is like, even if this variant is like half as deadly, it's like 4 times as more spreadable.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have technically less deaths per capita, but you're gonna have more overall deaths because it spreads.
If we get through this article and they don't talk about immunocompromised people even one time,
are we gonna go through the whole article?
I don't know.
How long is it?
I can skip through like a lot of the like it's really not that bad with like the bar graphs and then get to what they're trying to say at the end. Yeah, there's a little bit, but it's not that long.
Okay.
You're gonna be up until 4 a.m.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know if we're gonna have a whole fucking time to. We got 8 stories to get through.
Yeah, we're gonna get through the stories,
okay,
Josh.
all right,
Jesus.
I'm just making sure. Jesus.
All right. One explanation is that Omicron appears to affect the body differently. Natural immunity also counts for a lot. In countries where infection rates were blah, 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 London's imperial whatever, have led to dramatically lower levels of hospitalization and death. Indeed, the unvaccinated account for the large majority of serious COVID-19 hospital cases everywhere. And then a couple bar graphs, a couple line graphs. This help explains why countries like China, who pursued a zero COVID policy and used vaccines with lower effectiveness, are now in a worse position with lower levels of immunity. It does not.
I don't believe that. I really don't. That's okay.
I just don't believe that. Yeah. Omicron's ability to infect a wide variety of animal species with which humans have regular contact, such as cats, dogs, and deer, that is true, has made a draconian policies focused on restricting human behavior even more futile.
Yep, these are conservatives. Here we go. Oh my God.
Okay, so even if that is true, even if China is being ravaged by Omicron, that's not their fault, that's our fault. You know what I mean?
You have to elaborate. Yeah, wait.
We didn't lock down our shit like everybody else did. And we let it mutate, and it mutated into something so fucking viral that it spread back to people who had a 0% amount of COVID. You know what I mean? Like, remember when New Zealand like opened back up?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have any COVID cases? Them having Omicron is not their fault.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't think it's really, you can't really blame it on any. You
can blame it on the unvaccinated, I think.
Oh yeah, you can blame it on the unvaccinated.
That's literally what I'm saying. Though.
Yeah.
So don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't be like, I don't know, Sarah.
But I mean, okay, because like, I mean, I would have to do more research on the China shit, but like, I feel like.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, why do you have to do research on the China shit?
Because I don't believe it, but I don't want to also just be like...
I also don't believe it, but even if it is true, I don't think that is a reason... I don't think that's the fault of the draconian policies, that they don't have immunity.
Yeah, no, it's the fault of people that are unvaccinated.
All right,
that
that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, okay, yeah. Sorry, I just... There's so much shit to get through in this article.
Yeah.
That, like, the fact that in the first paragraph, I was stun locked for, like, 3 sentences.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm already fucking...
I get it.
Yeah.
Fucking, what restrictions do we need as we move into the endemic era? Let's first look at what we can do away with. Self-isolation requirements, for one.
That's fucking...
This is what I wanted to get into.
Oh my God. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
The CDC in the U.S. reduced self-isolation from 10 days after a positive test to 5 days. The UK has now amended its own rules to allow people to stop self-isolating earlier if they get 2 consecutive negative lateral flow tests on days 6 and 7.
Okay, what's the difference there, though? They have a test requirement. We don't.
Yeah, we literally don't.
That's, oh my, and not only that, okay, let's assume that the 5 days thing makes sense. It's sketchy as fuck because Delta wanted it, and then the CDC did it right afterwards. That's what makes it untrustworthy even for fucking us, right?
Yeah, we don't trust them.
But like, okay, UK is right because you should be able to get tested and get negative tests. I can understand that, and then going out and wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Because then it's not, even when you have a cold that's not going to kill anybody, you usually still stay inside.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's the problem, is before we did this, if you were a service worker or if you were any sort of low level worker,
you still
went to work.
You still went into work, yeah. And I remember there was plenty of days where I was sick and I was still going into work, yeah.
Right.
So
and
like
our economy literally buckles if everybody stays at home when they are sick.
And so the reason why that's different then is because this is deadlier. That's literally that's another thing.
Well, yeah, and it's also showing that your economy shouldn't be based on people going into work being sick. You know?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, it literally should not be.
Because then
because this shit can happen.
Can and will happen too.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking there is that endemic that disease specialist that worked for Obama during the Obama administration and was like, the worst thing that can possibly happen is if a deadly virus is airborne, like a SARS, but affects like older people and immunocompromised people. That's the worst thing that can happen to America because of the way that America operates. And that's why they started up the fucking anti-disease like fucking squad that Obama had that Trump cut the first year into his presidency.
Yeah, I remember that. God.
And it's like, yeah, that's
no shit. Yeah. So like
I think it's this was something that didn't come out of nowhere. I literally did not come out of nowhere. No.
It was in China for like I think 2 or 3 months before it really started hitting the U.S.
Well, even before that, like that's why we have people in power, is to think of what could possibly happen and how do we protect ourselves,
and keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like that's why you put people in power that know what the fuck they're talking about and listen to them. But then America just decided, you know what? No, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. That's fucking dumb and lame.
And now everybody's fucking dying. And Bloomberg is fucking making articles about how we don't need to fucking worry about
isolate
it
anymore. Whatever.
This is so stupid.
So yeah, okay. So what are the draconian rules again?
Stay at home.
Staying at home. All right.
That's kind of it. Okay. Government guidance in places where vaccine rates and natural immunity are high should be simple. Anyone with symptoms remain at home while unwell. It is also prudent for people to wear masks on public transport and in crowded public spaces during peak cold and flu seasons. Only during peak cold and flu seasons.
We had a wave during the summer, didn't we?
And if they have been unwell. Making high-quality masks, such as N95 or FFP3s, freely available may help encourage their use. So not even...
Will help. Not even may. Why are you...
Obviously it will. Why are you being like...
I mean, maybe it will. If you want to sell your argument, say that it will.
I wonder if that's what this is. Like, I don't think this article was for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This article is for the unvaccinated, I think.
Yeah, which I mean...
It's written in the language of the unvaccinated, and it's also saying, like, ideas that would make unvaccinated people really upset. Like, maybe you should wear a mask, but, like, only in a crowd.
This is some centrist shit, man.
Yeah, for
sure. Gone through a fucking LaCroix, Jesus.
Work from home rules in schooling also need rethinking.
No, I'm not. Let's not budge on that. Come on.
Many universities and schools in the U.S. have started the term with remote learning, with closures being considered in some countries. Such policies carry enormous social, mental health, and economic costs.
I mean, yes, we know, but the bigger
what would
health
be like a bigger mental health cost?
Yeah, dying. A bunch of people dying.
Yeah, if I fucking died,
that's gonna be a lot worse.
Me and my family and all of my friends died. I think I would be really fucked up about that.
I mean, yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah,
like it's not even like it's like
you know what? Even thinking, oh no, if I go to school, maybe my friends and family are gonna die. Maybe just thinking that.
Yeah, no, like exactly.
Maybe
like,
just that. Just that.
We know that we all
is
know
gonna hurt me.
Yes, we all know that that's deadlier. That's why we do it. Like it's even Okay, I'm sorry. It's just I'm stunlocked. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Blah blah blah. Mental health and economic costs and are no longer justified in places such as in the UK, where some 95% of people have antibodies and 62% have received a booster dose. Hey guys, hey. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Yeah,
like, I mean, that's almost like saying
it's
fucking,
just depressing. I don't know.
That's almost like saying like, oh, if you don't worry about COVID, guys, because 95% of people eat carrots.
Kind of, yeah. Like literally, it's just like, well,
what the fuck are you talking about?
And it's that antibodies thing that's really like pissing me off too. Is like, oh yeah, antibodies, because that includes also unvaccinated people that got sick and have the immunity.
Yeah, they don't have it forever.
Yeah, they don't have it forever. It's like a 6-month period right now.
Yeah.
That's like...
You're just going to get sick twice a year, every year, until you die, which could be 10 years from now.
Yeah,
like that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, who wants to fucking... Okay, all right.
Okay, 2 other policies need revisiting. So we're at the last 2.
Okay, last 2.
Though not quite yet, and certainly not everywhere. One is mass testing.
You can just stop the article there. I don't. Do we even fucking give this?
I think mass testing, it needs to be done with, I guess.
Does it need to be done with or rethought? Wait. So what does it say?
Rethought. Need revisiting in the near future, though not quite yet, and certainly not everywhere. One is mass testing. The UK made rapid tests widely available at no cost early on, a smart policy that prevented many infections, particularly as the Omicron wave took off. Talk of ending mass testing in Britain is premature, but eventually it would make sense to scale it back during periods of low infection. No, it doesn't.
Wait, no, because that's just going to go up. It's just going to go up once you're done testing. It's just going to
go back up. What the fuck are you talking about?
And the only thing that is going to happen is that you're just going to have a lot of cases that aren't tested for then.
Guys, maybe if we're real quiet, COVID's just going to leave. It can't find you if you just stay really still. Scale it back during periods of low infection rates while maintaining capacity ramp up.
That's unironically the dumbest fucking thing. I'm sorry. I can't hold it back. It's just so fucking stupid.
That's article ever.
I was making fun of conservatives for being like, oh, you just don't test it and it goes away.
Yeah, it's that classic like old joke where it's like, this African tribe has had no sickness for 10 years, so we sent a reporter down there to go figure out, hey, you, chieftain, why have you had no sickness for 10 years? And the chieftain goes, because we didn't have any fucking hospitals. We didn't have any tests.
Jesus
we had no idea if anyone was sick or not.
I'm sorry, I can't. I really can't.
That's the classic joke, man.
You know, no one has cancer if you just don't check for it.
Just don't think about it.
Just don't think about it.
And your cancer will go away.
Like it's a T-Rex if you just stand still.
Yeah, literally.
If it's like the bye-bye man, you just don't think it and don't say it. You're fine.
Don't say it.
Don't think it, don't say it.
Oh man,
dude, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I can write for Bloomberg if these are this is the quality fucking like. Yeah. Holy shit.
Okay, fucking
with APWSTR money, I'm gonna make a fucking publication because this is pissing me off. This is pissing me off so fucking much.
We could make an APWSTR blog.
We'll get some writers on.
That'd be fun as fuck.
Oh my god.
Now that people have become more familiar with home tests, and may also be time to develop some that help with other respiratory diseases such as the flu and a respiratory syncytial virus? RSV.
I have no idea what the fuck.
Don't know what that is. But let's just put COVID on the same.
Okay, all right.
I guess that's what they're saying is like, COVID's the same as the flu.
Well, yeah, great. Yeah. Awesome. Love it. I love that Bloomberg decided to let this go through.
Cool. Yeah. The US is a different matter altogether. Really cool that you just wasted all our time.
We're finally getting to the yeah, thank you, Bloomberg.
While President Joe Biden has increased testing availability, rapid tests are still in short supply in many places, and the cost discourages their use.
Because they won't use the Defense Powers Act to make a bunch of tests and a bunch of masks and give it out to everybody. Just a reminder to everybody.
Sorry, I have COVID. Free ubiquitous rapid tests should be a no-brainer for American states battling low vaccination rates and high levels of infection. They just want tests to be free. That's like the only thing.
Then that's smart.
True.
Yes,
that's the one good
that's
thing
a
that
good
said.
thing. Yeah.
Finally, we'll need to consider how much vaccinating to do beyond a third dose. So that's the last thing that they want to get rid of.
They don't want us to vaccinate again anymore?
Yeah.
No way. That's not.
Yeah.
No, that's not what they're saying. That can't be.
The business magazine.
I need to. Please read. The Business Insider. I need to know. I need to know what these Wall Street motherfuckers want.
All right, fine. I'll shut up and do your bidding, Josh.
I'm sorry. I need to know if that's literally where they're going. Because if it is, I'm gonna fucking walk away.
All right, sounds good. Finally, we'll need to consider how much vaccinating to do beyond a third dose with a virus of waning severity. Nope.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Kidding me?
No way.
Okay, let's go.
No way.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I'm locked in.
I'm sorry.
It's the last.
I didn't want that. This isn't where I wanted it to go. I thought it would. They could have saved it.
Actually, this is the third to last paragraph. It's already going way crazy.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Listen. I can't.
Let me get through it, okay? Let's go.
We do the vaccines for the flu, and that doesn't kill that many people. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Not before COVID gets you first.
Oh my god.
Okay, finally, we'll need to consider how much vaccinating to do beyond a third dose. With a virus of waning severity and rising levels of natural defenses, it's not clear we need an entire population to be routinely revaccinated after the third shot if the variants in circulation remain mild.
How else am I supposed to respond to that?
I know, yeah.
That's the problem. Is like
it's real bad.
It's so bad.
It's pretty bad.
Oh my god! Fuck it. Let's stop giving out NyQuil.
Yeah, guys.
Guys, you guys just get the cold and don't sleep at night.
Just
don't. I'm so
Mr. Bloomberg.
Done.
I like to go through my life and try to think of business solutions to everyday problems. And when I see hospitals, I just see warehouses that haven't been built yet. You know what I mean? Close down the hospitals, remake them into warehouses. People that get sick.
Just let Amazon just have a bunch of warehouses. Fuck it. Why not?
They used to be hospitals.
We lost, guys. We lost. We can't win as a society anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done. Yep. We're done as a humanity, as a society. This is it. This is when we go backwards.
It's not clear we need an entire population to be routinely revaccinated after the third shot if the variants in circulation remain mild.
We have a fucking flu shot every goddamn year. Every fucking year, there's a new one.
Like literally,
there's a new one every fucking year. Let's just stop it. Let's just stop it. Let's just fucking stop it.
If you just decide not to get the flu, you're not going to get the flu. All right.
I'm sorry. I can't fucking do this. Oh my god.
Okay, let me continue.
Oh my god.
It may be enough to offer variant-specific vaccines to over 60s and other vulnerable groups every 6 to 12 months, while making further vaccination optional for others.
What the fuck are you talking about?
This is like the compromises that come up.
Or if we don't do that, then we're never gonna see our fucking grandparents again. Are you shitting me?
You're actually so right. Wow.
What are you talking about? Because then you
just want to see your fucking grandparents.
Give your fucking grandma COVID because you didn't get vaccinated, you fucking idiot.
And Mr. Bloomberg is like, you'll never see your grandparents again.
Are you kidding me? I don't give a shit if they're vaccinated. I don't want to fucking give them COVID if I have it.
I want to see my fucking family.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, actually.
Holy shit.
Okay.
We can't just let this exist in the world. Like, we can't. Okay, I'm sorry. Obviously, so sorry.
Public health measures need to be under constant review.
Obviously, yeah, sure.
We must also continue to monitor levels of immunity and to test and sequence I'm just gonna barrel through the rest of this, okay?
Did you just fucking say we don't need a mass test anymore?
And I think just immunity. So stop testing for sickness and just
test
testing
to
for
see
immunity.
if you got it. Oh my god.
And to test and sequence rigorously. Endemic doesn't mean harmless. Malaria and tuberculosis are also endemic in some parts of the world. And there were 627,000 malaria deaths and 1.5 million tuberculosis deaths in 2020. That's a lot of tuberculosis deaths.
That's a lot of deaths, yeah.
Long COVID, a complex illness where infected people suffer debilitating symptoms for months or longer, is another reason not to get complacent.
I'm just waiting for the but.
Scientists have pointed out that there is nothing to prevent a more battle-hardened SARS-CoV-2 variant emerging again. But that risk doesn't justify long periods of costly restrictions right now. Levels of vaccination and immunity and access to hospitals and treatment should determine levels of restriction, not infections. Endemics demand different responses, as do milder diseases. This isn't a return to the false dichotomy of lives versus livelihoods from earlier waves. Yes, it is. The virus has changed, as have our defenses. At the moment, the bark of SARS-CoV-2 looks worse than its bite. We'd be wise to adjust accordingly.
Oh my god. I can't, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, are you ready? More from other writers at Bloomberg Opinion. These are the titles of other articles. We used to clap for nurses. Now we let them burn out. It's not too late to avoid getting COVID.
Oh my god, guys! Why'd you guys let this fucking idiot? When you have other articles that are probably good.
I know, right? This is the one that was advertised to me on Google. To vaccinate the world, we need to look beyond mRNA.
That's fair, I guess, but like,
yeah. But these are the guys that like get bullied in the office. Nobody.
Oh my god, good. I hope they get bullied. I hope so.
Yeah. Wow.
That was bad.
That was really bad.
Really bad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think we spent an hour on that.
I mean, was it not worth it?
It was worth it. It was, but like, I mean, like, I really can't.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. That's just such a. That's the dumbest article. That's the dumbest blue. Like, they top themselves somehow every fucking other day.
I really should have been a writer. You know, I really should have been a writer.
Anyone could be a fucking writer, apparently.
Yeah,
like,
I should have gotten onto Bloomberg Opinion so I could just be like, opinion, maybe we should just let poor people die.
I'm not joking when I say maybe we should make some sort of publication, because this is pissing me off, honestly.
That would be really funny. That could be the.
I'm so angry.
The
like,
next
I'm
evolution of
unironically.
the worst takes. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't fathom. I can't fathom this. I really can't. I can't.
If we ever grow into a company where we can like hire people,
yeah, I would
100%
hire writers to
That'd be
fucking be
cool.
journalists. Yeah, 100%.
Like a cool independent. I was thinking about that today too. I was doing something and on the internet, and I saw like an indie magazine or something, and it had like a cool name, and I was like, damn, really anybody could open one of those up.
Yeah,
you
anyone
know?
can. Yeah, we could.
That's
Unironically, cool. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm really pissed. I'm sorry. I really can't. Like,
I didn't even read that whole thing before I fucking. I read
don't
like
blame you,
the
because
first paragraph.
I feel like the first
like,
paragraph. You're
I
like,
gotta
yeah,
save
I'm
this.
sold. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm sorry if I pushed a little bit hard. I was just so fucking.
No, I get it, man.
I was done halfway through, and then I hated myself by the end of it. Like, I was like, wow, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah, I get it.
Holy shit. As someone who has to deal with like this type of shit every fucking day, to hear it coming from like not Fox News.
Yeah.
That's what kind of pisses me off the most, is the idea that like these more even like left leaning, quote unquote, you know.
I mean, is Bloomberg left leaning?
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because I feel like Bloomberg's regular reporting, because technically New York Times is technically left leaning,
right,
in the space of like American politics.
I feel like Bloomberg is strictly centrist. You know what I mean?
I wonder. I would have to look it up.
All
but,
I
like,
ever read from Bloomberg are just really bad capitalist ideas.
Kind of, yeah. So I feel like that's probably more center
right, maybe
center right. But I will say, if their opinions do have more anti-COVID,
and they don't strike me as liberals.
They don't strike me as liberals either. I think they're probably, let's say, centrist for now. I really don't know.
Pretty much just
Wow, that was bad.
That was really bad.
That was so bad.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Normally, I just go on Twitter and I find dumbass people's responses to things, but this week I was
good.
like, wow.
Yeah, this one's too good to miss. I
normally do it day of. I found this like days ago, and I was like, I'm done.
I gotta save it. Yeah, this one's day of that I have, but like, that's just someone needs to get fired. Like, unironically, someone needs to get fucking fired.
Dude, I really hope those 2 people get fired.
They're not. Oh my god. So I have a short one.
Okay, good.
I have a maybe 10-minute one.
Okay, great.
So I was like, oh yeah, we have 8 stories.
Yeah.
I think we can just tie this up with a neat bow.
I really have no concept of time. As we were choosing the stories, I was going through and like, why aren't we doing 10?
I guess I didn't.
And I was
realize.
like, oh yeah, because I got a long ass fucking article. I forgot.
God,
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. So I don't. Okay, so mine's a little more fun.
Okay, yeah.
It's not about COVID. It's about deplatforming.
Oh, cool.
So, okay, this is from the Daily Caller. I got an article from Tucker Carlson's The Daily Caller.
Sweet.
So, the title of this is actually different from how it's advertised on like Twitter and Google and the front page. So, the title of this is AT&T to remove One American News Network from lineup.
Okay.
AT&T is getting rid of OAN, basically. The fucking, yeah, you know, the shittiest network that's worse than Fox somehow.
Yeah.
The title of it on the homepage that's meant to like rile you up is CNN's parent company removes OAN from network.
Oh, they got to bring CNN in.
They got to bring CNN into it, which I think that's what this article does. I think I'm just going to jump right into it before we give the takes on it.
Yeah.
So, One America News Network's OAN largest distributor, DirecTV, announced Friday that it will not renew its contract with the outlet, Bloomberg reported. Or Bloomberg. Wow.
Oh, no way.
Oh, no.
Wow.
In an email statement to Bloomberg, DirecTV spokesperson said that following a routine internal review, the decision was made to not enter a new contract with Herring Networks Inc.'s OAN's owner once the current contract ends in April. DirecTV made up to 90% of the network's revenue, according to routers. 90%. Jesus Christ.
Damn. Fuck.
OAN will continue to be provided through Verizon's Fios and various other smaller national pay TV providers.
Yeah.
The decision follows a concerted campaign from pro-censorship activists and media companies to remove OAN from DirecTV. 16 organizations, including GLAAD, Free Press, and Common Cause, came together to draft a letter to demand DirecTV drop OAN and AT&T sever all ties to the platform in November.
Bro, GLAAD doesn't do shit.
Yeah, no, but the gays are responsible for this.
As a gay, I don't know. That's like, as a pansexual, I'm not gonna call myself gay, but like fucking, you know, that's the most unbelievable thing is that GLAAD did anything.
Right. That's so. Yeah, but no, the gays are responsible for OAN being deplatformed.
If you know anything that GLAAD has done and you're like sitting there stewing in your seat, like GLAAD's done a lot for things. I actually want to hear about it. Like, tell me about it in the comments. Actually,
I don't know
genuinely.
anything. I'm out. I'm not. I don't know anything.
Because I haven't heard anything that they have done. If they have done this, God bless them. That's great.
Are they just like in general, just like a good thing to help people? Yeah. So like, I just help people.
But I mean, I've also heard recently, very specifically recently, that a lot of nonprofit organizations, specifically trying to help like LGBTQ community and minorities, are just like not doing anything.
Yikes. That's wild, actually.
Yeah.
I don't want to be surprised. I feel like there's probably just a lot of corruption that could happen in any of them, you know?
Well, it's more like, I just learned about this actual recent thing called river baby syndrome, which is, it's the idea that, you know, say you come across a river and it's got a bunch of babies in it. What you do is any normal person will go into the river and try to get the babies out. But then if it's a constant stream of babies, what do you do next? Do you just keep getting the babies out of the river, or do you go and find the source? So a lot of what these organizations do is they have quote unquote river baby syndrome. I'm not sure if it was about GLAAD. It seemed like it was heavily hinted to be about something like GLAAD. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to know what they do. I'm probably going to go research it after this.
I
but
get you. Yeah.
tell me in the comments if you know anything that GLAAD has done.
Yeah.
Because I want to learn. Okay.
All right. So,
genuinely, yeah.
quote, "We are deeply disturbed to learn that AT&T helped establish and fund OAN, a purveyor of racial bigotry, conspiracy theories, and calls for anti-democratic violence that endanger lives," the letter reads. The pro-censorship letter continues to outline the reasons AT&T and DirecTV should reconsider their contract with OAN, claiming their network with the network contradicts AT&T's commitment to equality and racial justice. Quote, "The company cannot continue to talk out of both sides of its mouth. It cannot speak to promote values of equality and justice 11, while also funding and channel spreading conspiracy theories and applauding insurrection," the letter states. Judd Legume, author of Popular Information on Substack, wrote an article arguing that AT&T props up right-wing extremists and focus on the company's support of OAN. Legume, I don't know how the fuck to say this guy's name. And also they spelled his name wrong.
Oh, that's funny.
It's weird.
They can't even pay for an editor because DirecTV dropped them.
Yeah. Legume contacted AT&T about their support of the network, to which they responded that they do not have control over the channel's editorial content. The left-wing media outlet Mother Jones ran a story in June 2020 describing OAN employees as propagandists and conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
Former President Donald Trump went after AT&T, urging his supporters to boycott their products at a rally in Flores, Arizona on Saturday. "Maybe what we should do is not use AT&T," Trump said to a cheering crowd. "All I can tell you is that people that are telling the truth, like in America, like One American News, are being threatened," Trump continued, according to the Times of San Diego. The owners of OAN attended the rally. OAN was sued along Newsmax by voting technology companies Dominion and Smartmatic for defamation following their coverage of the 2020 presidential election. DirecTV, owned by both AT&T and TBG Capital, did not immediately respond to the Daily Caller's request for comment. So,
wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Why would you post an L so willingly?
Yeah, right? Like, I feel like that's such a weird, like, you're right, because...
I mean, I totally get it. Like, if Trump now, at this point in time in 2022, if Trump goes out and declares that your object is not what your product or your service is not what Trump supporters are allowed to watch or consume, you're never going to get those people back.
Yeah.
You're never, even if you buckle to his demands and you say like, all right, fine, you can do a racism on TV. And Trump goes, all right, fucking, we can watch AT&T again. Nobody's going to go back to AT&T. It's like proven now that he does not have control of his followers anymore.
Honestly, so, not really, yeah.
He's lost pretty much all of his power, because as soon as these fucking idiots think AT&T bad, they're going to think it until the day they fucking die.
Yeah, right?
So it makes more sense for them as a business to cut their losses and be like, we'd rather just the gay people. We'd rather just have the gay people and everybody else.
Yeah, right? And I feel like, I mean, let's be honest here. They're not going to lose that many people.
No.
They're not. There's no fucking way.
They're DirecTV.
They're DirecTV. They're probably the only fucking, like...
Didn't they buy Comcast?
I don't think so.
No?
I think they're still separate.
Okay.
I know Comcast is still... I think there is only like 10 of them, right? But like, yeah. I think those are technically... Oh. It's AT&T and Time Warner. That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember now. Which is HBO, I think. Yeah. Mainly. But what is it? I
don't know shit.
I just think it's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
That they really are just trying to make it seem like it's pro-censorship. And they don't even like explain why Newsmax got sued.
They don't even really defend themselves. They do explain why. They give the fucking letter that says we just don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, they explain why they want to get rid of DirecTV. But when they said like,
they explained why DirecTV wanted to get rid of OAN.
Yeah, they did, but they didn't
just publish the whole fucking letter. But then they didn't say like, oh, this is false. Like, they didn't make a claim that it was false information that was leveled against them.
No, they didn't. But because right, the last paragraph that isn't it's when they say they got sued by the Dominion, right?
Yeah.
For defamation, not because they were lying that the machines were broken. That's what I'm talking about, is that they're not explaining the conspiracy theories, because if they did explain the conspiracy theories...
No, because they're assuming you already fucking know. And if they did explain the conspiracy theories, they would look fucking stupid. You know what I mean?
I get that, yeah.
Yeah, if they would look crazy. It's all about how being a company that spews conspiracy theories and defames people is all about looking really good all the time, somehow.
Yeah, so that's what the Daily Wire did, was not give away all the information then.
Yeah.
So that way they can still look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild to me. It's just an interesting, like, fucking...
It's such a weird L to take. I don't understand, like... I do understand it. It's like when you have a criminal that committed a crime like murder and wants to fucking get away with it. You bring him into a interrogation room. He does everything other than defend himself. You know what I mean? He does everything other than what a normal person would do if they didn't commit the crime. Literally every single action. He asks for food. He asks for water. And then he sits there calmly and explains how he couldn't have done it because he was doing chess on Saturday with his grandma. And Saturday was when the woman was murdered with a knife. And then the police say, we never said she was murdered with a knife. And he goes, I just intuitively thought, how else would you murder? And then he goes to prison because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
These guys just said, like, yeah, we got dropped because we're racist. Anyway, we also got sued. That's the end of the article. They didn't say, like, and this is a big, stinky, poopy lie. When they didn't even need to put up any, they just needed to say, this is false.
Well, well, that's the thing, though. So, you know, because, I mean, Daily Caller's Tucker Carlson, right?
Yeah.
So the way they try to get around it, the way they spin it is that it's just censorship.
Right, but that's not saying that it's false.
Yeah, no.
Like, they're saying, like, okay, you know what, AT&T? You support racist, terrible, awful, calls for violence propaganda. And then Tucker Carlson says, I can't believe they would want to censor us. You're just admitting that you are racist. You're not even saying, no, we're not.
You're just like, yeah, that's censorship. So,
and we should be allowed on TV.
We should be allowed to say that. Yeah. God, that's so funny, man.
Isn't that so funny? That's really funny to me.
God damn. That's it, honestly. That's all I had.
I love that. I love that.
They gave the game away. They gave the... God.
Fucking beautiful. Do you want to help some people?
Let's help some people.
Let's help some...
Hey, do you want to support this podcast?
Do you?
Well, if you don't have money, what you can... Okay, well...
Fucking do you? Please. We need... You think this costs nothing?
If you want to... So if you want to... If you want to support the podcast non-financially, that's how you start it off.
Oh. Make
sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and also, just follow us on Twitter at APWSTR and our Instagram at A Podcast Will Save This, so you can keep in touch.
Or on TikTok.
Yeah, on TikTok, APWSTR. If you want to support us financially,
if you got the shmoney and you're like, damn, I don't need all this shmoney. I want to give it to somebody else.
What you could do, theoretically, is give it to us through 3 different ways.
You could subscribe to Patreon.
You can go to our Patreon at APWSTR, where we'll get episodes a little bit earlier, some exclusive content.
Yeah.
You could about it.
You could buy us a coffee.
You can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com /APWSTR, and we'll say whatever you say as long as it want us to say, as long as it's not racist or homophobic.
Yes, true. Speaking of, we do have one.
We do have one, but we'll do it right after we say the third new way to fucking support us. It's merch. We said it at the beginning, but we did it here. I'm holding a mug. We have shirts, mugs, hoodies.
Hold on.
We have a lot of shit.
We have a fucking pop socket you can put on the back of your phone.
Pop socket, phone cases.
We do have phone cases. It's outside.
We got so many things. We want you guys to have as much choice as possible.
We have pants.
We have joggers. Yeah, we do.
We did pants too.
Yeah, you can get a split pair of joggers with the blue worst takes. And
we have more ideas too. So
yeah, this is just a start. We're going to eventually add a lot more stuff to it as we slowly grow. But
this is the basic set.
This is just the basic set, the first stuff that we have out. So if you want to give it a look, go over to the website on screen, because I don't know what it's actually called right now. I think it's APWSTR merch at Teespring.
I think so.
But it'll be on screen and in the description and in the pinned comment, so you'll be able to see it. But we do have a Buy Me Coffee. Sarah's right.
It's true. We have to read it. Also, thank you to the owner of Pipsa from last week's coffee. Sent us photos of their cat, and somebody else sent us photos of their cat. We didn't get around to messaging you, but thank you, whoever you are.
Thank you very much. This one comes to us from Charlie. They are a repeat person. Thank you, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
And this coffee is from my pet Quail Jr. He says hi, and we say hello back.
Hello, Quail.
So if you want to send Quail Jr.
Quail Jr.
Yeah.
Who's Quail Sr.?
Me. If you want to say hi to someone or say hi to your pets.
If you were the person that sent us the cat photos, thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Quail is very cute.
But if you want to have something said for someone else, please you can go buy us a coffee at buymecoffee.com/APWSTR.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the show. Let's help some people. Let's do it.
We got a bunch of 19-year-olds in the chat today.
We got wait, what?
Got a bunch of 19-year-olds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even put the ages down for all my people. I just know that they're...
The ages are in the stories.
Oh, yeah, you're
Usually.
right. Wow, I don't know how the fuck we do this show. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. I don't fucking whatever.
This one was a wild ride for me. This story, this is from Anonymous She They.
Ooh.
This one's titled Best Friend Fallout Because of Boyfriends.
Ooh, boy trouble. There's a whole song about it by Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
boy problems.
Yeah, boy problems. Okay, let's go.
Boy problems. Hi, y'all. So I have an issue with a really close long-term friend of 5 years. I, female 19, and her, let's call her Lily, female 19, have had a recent falling out over issues with her boyfriend. From the beginning, the relationship was very toxic, and his actions towards her own mental health and towards other women he found attractive was enough to make me step in and give my opinion on possibly ending a very toxic relationship. She kind of agreed with me, but kept on dating him, even when she would come back to me in tears after something else that he had done.
I guess that's not really an agreement then.
Yeah, not
the best. Okay, but
yeah. I didn't tell her to end the relationship again after that because it was her relationship and I know I shouldn't push too hard for something that big in her life. Yeah, I get that.
It, but
you can't
force someone to do something, but
yeah, she's got to make that decision herself.
Yeah.
So I totally understand where you're coming from. This went on for half a year. I then soon began to date my now boyfriend, and things were going all right between us all until our boyfriends had a massive falling out. Lily's boyfriend had continuously done childish and destructive acts, also sometimes very gross, to my boyfriend and his property. They both live together at the same accommodation since they go to the same university. The final straw was her boyfriend putting his privates in my boyfriend's ice cream.
I'm sorry. Wait, your boyfriend watched the movie Step Brothers and saw the drum scene and was like, yeah, I'm going to do that, but to his ice cream.
Yeah. So he stuck his dick in her boyfriend's ice cream, and then in their boyfriend's ice cream, then proceeded to rub them all over his door handle. You
guys need to both break up with them. I mean, you're dealing with man children.
Her boyfriend didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, wait. Oh, so wait. Only one of them did?
The shitty boyfriend did that.
Oh, okay. Then shitty boyfriend, get out.
The shitty boyfriend did that to the good boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, then. Okay.
My boyfriend got him kicked out of the accommodation. Good.
Yeah, that's
Are
good.
you fucking
good idea.
kidding
Good
me?
idea.
Good idea. My boyfriend got him kicked out of the accommodation, and him and Lily both blamed my boyfriend for it, saying it was all harmless pranks. It's just a prank, bro.
It's just a prank.
I would be so mad.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Josh, you know how fucking sacred my ice cream is. If you put your fucking dick in my ice cream, the whole ice cream is ruined.
Wow, really?
The whole ice cream is ruined. Especially if it's not, I mean, it is a little different because we are dating. So it's like your
it's
dick
not
is on
like-
everything all the time, basically.
I also put my dick on door handles. Yeah,
But if
you're right.
it was like your brother or something,
Yeah, that would be weird. That would be really fucking weird.
I wouldn't be able to eat the ice cream anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's
I
so
bought
that's
that
pretty gross.
with my money.
Yeah, it's your
What the
thing.
fuck?
You're literally desecrating it, like unironically.
I would be like, you gotta buy me more ice cream.
Not only that, who the fuck puts their private?
Why would you
on
willingly
ice
put it in ice cream?
You know, my old friend had a saying: if you can put your ice cream, if you can put your dick in ice cream, you can put your dick in anything. And now he's in jail. He's in jail.
Yeah.
He's in jail.
Sounds like he should be. My boyfriend had on multiple occasions told him that he did not want any involvement in what they were doing and never retaliated once. I would say I don't think it's retaliation. He made the other guy accountable
and
for his actions.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
The good boyfriend made the bad boyfriend accountable for his actions by getting him
the
kicked
good
out.
boyfriend was
I wouldn't
uncomfortable
call
with
that-
all that shit. That's not retaliation. No.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
A lot of boyfriends. Sorry, I'm confused.
Yeah, there's a lot of people being the same age,
Yeah.
dating people and shit. Lily immediately took her boyfriend's side, and I have taken my boyfriend's side. We have spoken twice since the incident 4 months ago.
Whoa.
Calling it his dick ice cream shit the incident is really funny.
That's really since the bombing. Since the teabagging of the teabagging of 87.
I mean, yeah, 4 months ago. And both of those times I reached out. They have now moved in together. Why would they move in together? They have now moved in together after not even knowing each other for a year. And I know this will really trap her in the relationship. I want to be there for her and support her, but I feel like her boyfriend is holding control over her and manipulating her to not have contact with me. It doesn't help that my boyfriend doesn't want me to see her either because of her involvement in everything that happened at the accommodation. What should I do?
Put your privates all over his gaming PC.
No, because you know what? He's going to do that to her.
Yeah.
She is begging for him to put his dick in her ice cream.
Honestly, yeah.
I normally don't victim blame.
Don't victim blame here. Don't do it. Don't.
But like if he puts his dick in her ice cream after he's already done it to this other guy, there's a smidgen is like, come on, you should have known that he was going to do that.
He's going to do that, yeah. But
you shouldn't have continued to move in with him after he did that.
Yeah,
I think we can say that.
Yeah, so
he's still a dick for doing it.
Yeah, he's still a dick. Yeah, and that's the problem. Is like I don't know what to do here because he's shit. He's a shitty boyfriend, you know. And there's only so much you can do to like convince them your friend about that. One of two things is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, one is that somehow you're gonna talk to them again. And you'll somehow like slowly convince them to break up because they're obviously dating a bad person.
Yeah.
Or two, they're going to break up eventually. Like I feel like that has to happen at some point.
There's a third option in which he kills her.
That's okay. I didn't want to say that, but
yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, 10% probability. I wouldn't bet on that, but
I think it's a little bit larger than 10%.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, because clearly you're dealing with a psychopath here. Like,
yeah, he's obviously a psychopath. Who would ruin that amount of good ice cream?
I think we're focusing too much on the ice cream here. I think, but
all right, but no, seriously,
unironically, like, there's only so much that you're going to be able to do to convince them. Because I mean, you got your Stockholm syndrome, and that's probably definitely going to be a factor in all this.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so much.
You can't just like shake a person that's in a cult to get them out of a cult.
Yeah, right. That's the problem.
They got to come to it themselves. So what you got to do is accept that she also probably stupidly doesn't want to reach out because of either her boyfriend manipulating her into thinking that you're somehow a bad person.
And that's the thing that sucks is that you're going to have to be the one to make the first move.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you have to make the first move. I just think you have to not block her.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And wait for her to be like, hey, I think my boyfriend's gonna fucking kill me. Can I sleep at your house? And then you say yes. because she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't fucking stick her dick in ice cream. You know what I mean? She didn't cross any boundaries. She just didn't take your advice and then put herself in this situation with this asshole guy. But I also don't even really blame her for that because, I mean, oftentimes toxic people manipulate the people closest to them into staying with them.
Yeah.
So she's probably being manipulated. There's not much you can do other than be there for her when she says, hey, my boyfriend is toxic and I want out.
Yeah, which hopefully she'll come to that conclusion, but she's going to have to come through it on her own.
And then you can have a talk about boundaries and how what she did makes you feel bad. And then, you know, but until then, you just got to either write this friend off and just be like, she's not a friend. Because she doesn't sound like she's asking you to do anything. Doesn't it sound like she's even still trying to be friendly? She's just
kind of, yeah. If it's been 4 months and it's been only twice that you guys have talked.
Yeah, she probably doesn't even, for some reason, probably he is manipulating her into thinking that you're somehow a piece of shit or something.
Yeah.
Which is not true, and just don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Damn.
There still has to be solidarity between you two, because you don't want to hear like, oh, she fucking died.
Yeah, so...
because her boyfriend is a piece of shit.
Jesus. Yeah, so... Yeah, I agree. Solved it.
I mean, you know, yeah, that's how it works. It's fucking. This is a classic one. Classic.
Yeah, I've read too many of these stories to know where it goes.
I hope to God that in like 3 or 4 years she's out of this relationship, and
yeah, that's all you can hope for, honestly.
She's completely moved on with her life and is like married or something, and then she just randomly thinks to call you or something, and you guys catch up.
Yeah. Which, honestly, that could happen.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm hoping for that, too.
Yeah. And I hope that guy fucking learns not to mess with ice cream ever again.
Why?
Because
that's the main thing.
It's made from... it's heaven. It's heaven. It's the best thing. Why would you think to ruin it? You're a fucking psychopath. It's the best thing on the planet. Why would you think I gotta put my dick in that?
I think you took this a little too personally, Sarah. I think... on your own podcast, you took this too personally. No. God. All right. Okay. So, this is from Anonymous. She, her.
Cool.
Am I the asshole for telling my family that my grandma doesn't want to live with them anymore? Background.
What? Okay.
My 20, grandma, 70, just recently went through a surgery to get her shoulder put back together because she fractured it back in August.
Oh, wow.
She wasn't able to get it done until December of 2021 because the hospital is crowded with COVID patients and there were no beds for surgery like hers.
What do we fucking say, Bloomberg?
We've been saying this on Bloomberg.
What do we fucking say?
God. Days before her surgery on her shoulder, we talked for a couple hours and she said that she doesn't really want to live in the city anymore with her family. Oh. I don't blame her because lately they've been pretty mean to her in her old age. And I told her there's always a space on my mom's if she wants to move away from everyone. Don't worry, my mom loves her and agreed to it.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's really nice. I'm happy that there's a supportive member somewhere in this family. Yeah. During her surgery, the surgeon lacerated an artery and she lost so much blood she had a stroke.
Oh my God.
I lost my mind that day knowing her wishes were never going to be met after this because my uncles usually want what's in their best interest and what's convenient.
Oh.
I talked to my dad, 42. For context, I don't have a good relationship with my father. And he was talking about taking care of her and having my stepmother, 32, who abused me as a child, take care of my grandma after she gets out of rehab. That's when I spilled. I told him that she doesn't even want to be around her sons and that after the surgery, she wanted to recover and get the fuck out. So having my stepmother as a caregiver is a horrible idea considering her past. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking... You're awesome.
Yeah,
Holy
you're
shit,
doing the right thing. Not the asshole.
You.
Already not the asshole.
Dude, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Damn.
When I talked to my other uncle who was thinking of something similar, I told him the same thing, and she better have what's in her best interest and not theirs. They both got mad at me for it, but I told them that's all she wants is to be left alone. I feel so bothered, and I've been crying every day since because I just know she's probably not going to die happy now. I wish I could help and get to her to get the best help she needs and be an advocate, but I'm 5 hours away. I'm heartbroken. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole.
You're not an asshole. Are you kidding me? You're like an angel.
Yeah, you're doing what's right, and you're trying to make sure that your grandma is actually cared for. You know? There's not a universe where you're the asshole here.
It all depends on who is her power of attorney, I think.
Yeah, that's
or whoever is legally supposed to take care of her, pretty much. Because now she's had a stroke. I don't know if she's verbal, if she can say that she doesn't want to be with them. Because then the only thing I'm thinking is like, you can't kidnap your grandma.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
That's the thing is when you're going to have to, I mean, it's going to be a joint effort between you and your mother to try and get away your grandma into your mother's house as opposed to your stepmom and your father and your uncle.
Yeah.
Because when they...
If you can't get them out of that house, then just go visit her all the time.
Yes, visit her as much as you can then, because you're going to be you're definitely like, I can already tell, like probably a light in your grandma's life.
Absolutely.
So,
are you kidding me?
Like, I think 100%, if no matter what, definitely try to visit as often as possible. I know it's a 5-hour drive and I know that's a lot, but definitely try to make time out. That's in the absolute worst case scenario. It'll
make you feel better. You'll be able to sit there with her. And if they really don't give a shit about her, then, you know, you'll also be able to like document if they're committing elder abuse.
Yeah. And if that's the case, then if you gather that evidence, you have a case, you know?
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to actually have your grandmother eventually go to.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Most of the time, these things are not really taken seriously because it's like, who gives a shit about old people?
Yeah, and that sucks.
It really does suck. We really don't value our elderly. It really is terrible. But I think, you know, you have a couple of options. I mean, maybe just lie to them to save face if you can't get your grandmother. No, seriously, like, if you can't get your grandmother out of the house, just be like, you know what? I misspoke. I'm so sorry. You guys are the best.
Yeah, I get that.
It sucks to have to lie to your abuser and try to fucking, you know. But if you really want to, like, maybe just your shitty dad, just so that they allow you in their house, do whatever it is that you have to do to get in the house
so you can
see your grandmother.
Yeah. So
and then after she dies, you don't ever have to talk to them again.
Exactly. So
yeah, but I mean, it really does suck. Definitely take care of yourself first.
No, yeah, take care of yourself first, and then do whatever you can to.
In this situation, taking care of yourself might mean also taking care of your grandma.
Yeah. So.
Damn, I'm fucking sorry. Though.
I am
that
sorry. I am sorry. Yeah, fuck your.
I hope your grandma has a fucking crazy recovery, and you get to have her stay with you and your mom.
Yeah, exactly. Which that's the best case scenario, and I hope that's what happens.
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Solved elder abuse. We did it.
Why do people abuse old people? It's
just fucking boomers, man.
It was literally just because like they can. It's the most insidious.
Yeah, because
elder abuse and child abuse are some of the most insidious abuse, because it's just like, I have power over this person because they're weaker than me.
Yeah,
like,
literally, that's literally it. It's
you
just
fucking little coward.
It's the power fantasy. You know what I mean? It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't be shitty to my boss because he has power over me, but I have power over my fucking dying mom. I get to just be mean to her all the time.
To do some fisticuffs. Fucking. Grandma better not say shit to me.
This is sort of a silly story. My grandma, when I was little, and well, not little, like 14, and she was a fucking
bit of a jump, but
I still think of 14 as little.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But she was nearing the end of her life. She would like fall sometimes, you know, because old people will fall.
Yeah. But
old people also bruise really easily. So there's a couple of times where she fell over and she just had bruises all over her body. And my mom was, it looks like I fucking beat her up, dude.
Jesus.
I remember that. It was like,
fuck.
Jesus, I don't want anybody thinking I abused her.
Yeah, Jesus, guys, can we not do that?
And my mom definitely didn't beat her up. I'm not trying to like accuse that. My mom wasn't the best person, but she also didn't commit physical elder abuse. You know what I mean?
I guess 1 point.
But it was just one of those moments where she was like, "Oh, I don't want people to think I do
want
that."
People to fucking.
It's like a fucking.
I don't want people to not like me.
It was like sort of a Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of moment. Or you imagine fucking what's his face.
Hey, what?
Hey,
no, I didn't. I didn't do that. Next story.
Okay. From anonymous she, her. This one's funny because it's also 19 years old, and I kind of think it's like the girlfriend of the other one.
Oh, no. No. Please, no. Please, no.
I think it would be really funny, but I don't think, who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, anonymous she, her. My boyfriend, 19 male, and I, 19 female, have been together for almost 3 years, but I don't think I want to be with him anymore. Since COVID hit, we were fooling around, and I told him since day one I did not want anything serious. I wasn't ready. But the whole time before we officially were together, he was pushing and pushing. I just found out more shit I really wish I didn't know. I figured out that he actually planned to have sex with me the night of junior year homecoming.
Run.
Yeah, if someone plans to have sex with you, that's already...
What, is this a fucking heist? Like, yeah, like, that's kind of weird.
Ocean's 11, but
Ocean's
it's about
11
sex.
to get in your fucking pants. That's weird. That's
weird as
really
fuck.
weird. Yeah.
Instead, we got to break into the world's largest bank.
God.
We got to break into this girl's pants.
Jesus.
Found this out maybe like 3 months ago. I know I should have known. It's kind of obvious. But then the night afterwards, he love bombed me. I don't know what that means, and she does not explain.
Okay, all right.
So
I'll take you at your word.
I mean, that's not really like, you don't love bomb somebody one time.
Yeah, I feel like that's a constant thing, right? Where it's just a lot of people saying love bomb in our stories. I don't.
Yeah, well, I think it's like we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'll read this. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible, but
I was so confused and felt so awkward, but I found out that he has never had a relationship before, like at all. So I let it slide because maybe he just doesn't know how it all works.
Never watched TV growing up? I'm sorry. I think we all know how relationships work.
No, some people don't.
Maybe, but no. Okay, but okay.
Okay, I also found out he held a very big secret from me that he should have told me before we ever did anything in the first place. She does not explain this secret. But, I mean, you know what? That's her privacy.
Yeah, no secrets.
You know?
Okay.
How I didn't run screaming, I have no idea. Him and I also grew up very different. His parents are still together, married, and have always lived in the same home since he was a kid, an only child. With no super obvious signs of abuse or mental illness, etc. Where I am the eldest of possibly 9.
Whoa.
Possibly is such a weird...
Possibly says a lot already.
It really does.
Yeah.
Parents were never married, and many partners between both of them, and have moved many times. Substance abuse and long strings of mental illness.
Oh, shit.
I took this all into consideration anytime his actions or words made me uncomfortable. That he isn't used to the things I'm used to, and he hasn't had enough experience, and so on. Yeah, I get that.
That's fair. Yeah, that is fair.
Sometimes sometimes that is a thing.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. He also either just doesn't understand or just doesn't care about my issues. I've been in therapy since I was very young, and I've told him pretty much everything, but he just says stupid shit like, well, I don't get why that's such a big deal. Just don't think that way.
I'm going to give you advice right off the bat. Leave. At some point,
Like what?
That's pretty wild.
She wrote, like what? With two question marks, and I think that's really funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like what?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck says that? But I've been dealing with all this, which isn't too big of an issue. It is a big issue. But it's pretty
fucking big issue.
But one thing that I'm so over is the fact that he makes me feel extremely guilty if I can't or won't have sex with him. I get extreme pain almost every time I have sex, to the point I can wake up in the morning and I just know I will not be able to do anything sexual that day.
Jesus.
It's been like this since I ever started being sexually active. I've been tested and I have no diseases or infections, so I have no idea what is wrong with me, but it's breaking my heart to see that every time I try for him, it hurts and he gets so annoyed with me and will make me feel guilty for it every single time. It's to the point that I refuse to do it at all anymore. I don't even try, even if I feel fine. There are many more things that make this more difficult, but I've already put too much. Any idea on what I should do? You gotta leave that.
Yeah, you gotta leave. solved it. But no, I mean, like, literally, like, it's such a...
Also, I want to give some advice about the sex thing. You might not have a disease, but you might have a condition called like a pelvic, something about the pelvic floor where it's too close to the vagina, and it literally is like you cannot have penetrative sex without feeling pain.
Yeah, so if that's...
that is a medical condition. If you've been tested for that and you don't have that, he is just not getting you wet.
Yeah, and then...
That's just what it is.
So, I mean, yeah.
He's just like forcing himself in there. Yeah, and of course that's going to be painful.
Exactly. And you shouldn't feel guilty about that.
No, that he's bad at sex?
He's bad at...
No.
Yeah, no. Like, so unironically, like, yeah, the best advice from either of us will be just leave, because, like,
Are you kidding me?
There's no good, like, that can come from staying.
You should leave just because you know you don't want to be with him anymore. That was the first thing that you wrote.
If you don't want to be with him anymore,
regardless of all this other evidence of him being not the best boyfriend.
Yeah, like, I mean,
in fact, a pretty bad boyfriend. But,
you know, just from the beginning, there's bad vibes, you know, weird to plan.
That's weird.
That's rapey to me.
That's like
because I feel like
How I Met Your Mother type shit. Like weird.
Yeah, where it's
makes me think of like weird, elaborate plans to get women into bed.
Yeah, it's like a weird. I mean, it's just weird. It's just weird all around from day one. And like, yeah, you deserve a lot better. And don't stick around. That's bad.
No. You definitely deserve somebody. It's gonna be hard to break up for sure.
Yeah, it will be, and he's gonna make you feel guilty for trying to break up.
Yeah,
but you're gonna have to persevere it. That's the thing. Because you're gonna be better off without him. Like there's not a happy ending where he like the switch on the back of his head flips and is like, oh, I'm not gonna be a terrible person today.
Exactly.
So that's the thing. Is that, you know, there's not gonna be a magical lightning bolt from God that, you know.
If he actually didn't know how relationships worked and he was a toxic person and you've talked to him ostensibly about this, he would have already showed you that he's making strides to change himself by now.
Yeah, he would have done that. He shouldn't be saying shit like,
yeah.
I don't, that doesn't make sense. When you talk about your therapy
and
stuff,
when it's about your feelings, nobody is allowed to tell you how you feel.
Yeah.
You are allowed to tell him like, this was a situation, blah, 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 blah. In fact, it's like, that's like his job as a boyfriend is to listen to you talk. Like high key. That's like his fucking job. And he's listening to you and saying shitty things like, just don't think that way.
Stop thinking that way. Yeah, it's fucked up. That's completely fucked up.
That's just like, I mean, maybe it is that just like he was privileged and he doesn't know anything about mental health. I've met a couple of people in my life about that, but like, I have one friend who is engaged to a woman who has mental health issues, and he has claimed he's had some issues, but he has claimed that he has not had depression or many mental health issues. And I am very depressed, and I've been through the fucking, you know, mental health process, gone to therapists and psychiatrists and stuff. So, you know, similar situation to you guys. This man has asked me, because he loves his fiance so much, what it's like to be depressed, what the process is, because he wants to learn what it's like for her.
Yeah, and that's the right thing to do.
That's what he should be doing.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
He shouldn't be sitting there and saying,
that doesn't make sense.
Just get over it.
Get over it.
Like, what the fuck?
Why are we still talking about this?
You know,
bullshit, man.
It just really feels like to me that he's just being mean to you because you can't have sex.
You're not wrong.
That's what it sounds like.
Kind of, yeah. Because if he's making you feel guilty about not,
and he's not listening to your feelings, it really just kind of feels like he just looks at you like you're a sex puppet.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah.
And you are not.
No,
you're a whole ass individual, and you deserve somebody who's going to love you for every part of you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you do have this issue where you can't have penetrative sex, you deserve somebody who understands that and is okay with that.
Yeah.
At that point, that's just an incompatibility also.
Yeah, and that's when you that's a deal breaker no matter what. So I mean,
so there's so much evidence.
There's so many evidence. Yeah. So
normally we don't even tell people to break up, but this is
an obvious you got to break up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So break up.
Break up. I'm sorry, but also like your life's gonna be better, so I'm not that sorry.
Oh yeah, your life's gonna be a lot better without this douchebag, man.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. You're gonna be sad, but
you're gonna be sad, but you're gonna be a lot better.
But you're gonna do a lot better.
Yeah. All right, we solved that person's relationship. We did it. Sweet.
Woo.
I have stories. I forget. Dude, it's 1:11, man. I thought we were gonna be done by 1:30.
No.
This is our second one, right?
Yeah, so we've already done half.
All right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this comes from Emma. She, her, they, them.
Hi, Emma.
So, I, 23 female, am dating a 22 male.
Okay.
We have been dating for 3.5 years. We live together an hour away from my hometown where he lives states away. He moved to my state. I've caught him talking to other girls.
Oh, no.
He's manipulated me in the past. I am to the point where I want to leave, but I'm afraid because we are tied together by loans and my dog loves him.
Aww.
I told him recently I want to move back home and he got upset saying I'm stressing him out. I am very unhappy in this town and have only my neighbors as friends. My job is in my hometown and I want to move back to be closer to work and with my family. Please help.
Okay, so this is God teeing you up from a Hallmark movie moment where you get in your car with your dog and you just gone girl this bitch. You just get in your car and you just fucking drive the fuck off, man. You've talked to him about it and he says, you're really stressing me out, man. With these relationship issues that only we can solve together.
No,
you're stressing
Sarah.
me out.
Actually, Sarah, as a man, we don't solve relationship issues. So sorry.
Yeah. No, I think you know what to do.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
It's gonna be difficult because first of all, your dog's gonna love everybody that comes.
Your dog is a dog.
Your dog's a dog.
He loves.
I don't mean any offense. I have 2 dogs from my fucking.
Oh my god, Josh fucking loves dogs.
I love dogs. Yeah, but you're the only quote unquote real problem is the loans.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel like there's got to be some way to get out of it, or I hope so.
Well, if anything, if you do need to contact him, you can set a boundary after leaving by saying,
I'm only going to contact you for the loans, or like
you are only allowed to contact me about loans, and then you can put them on like do not disturb, and then check the messages every once in a while, and then if he ever messages you about anything other than loans, just be like, all right, well, you're blocked for like 24 hours or something. So let me know when you have issues with the loans.
But yeah, if you're, exactly. But if you're financially stable enough to where you can move back to where closer to your work and closer to your family. And be back with people,
Also with the loans, can't you like contact the person that gave you the loan to try to get like a separate account for the same loan?
You might be able to split it up and have it. Because if you're tied up by loans, I assume that you're both on the same loan. So I assume
the same loan provider. So you can call them and maybe try to get like a different like username password.
Different username password.
Not like change the username password. Don't fuck him out of being able to pay the loans.
No, but get your own username password. And maybe I wonder if there's a way to split the loan.
There's gotta be. You can't be the first person who got a co-signed a loan and then
something happened.
Split.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be some way to.
There's definitely a way. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I mean, I don't fucking know. But like,
I don't know either. That's a new territory for me. But
yeah, but definitely like, you know the answer is you gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta
do what's the best for you.
Exactly, and you already know what's best for you because you listed it to us.
He's not helping you, so
if he's not helping you,
basically tying your hands into bouncing.
Yeah,
at that point.
Exactly. So. Yeah, just set the boundary if you are able to separate the loan, or if you can't separate it. But
yeah, maybe call them first. I think
call them and figure out what you would have to do,
and then make an exit plan.
Make an exit plan and try and get out because you're not going to be happy.
No,
staying there.
That's fucking. And that's the thing that a lot of times I think about with these issues is oftentimes we do get one-sided stories and. A lot of times people will be like, oh, what's the other side of this story? Blah, blah, blah. But I really feel like that's coming at a problem from who is hurt the most. Then the other person 100% has to apologize and fix everything if the other person was hurt, 51 points and you were hurt 50 points. Like, that's not how problems work. When you're writing in and you're saying like, oh, my boyfriend is trash because of these pieces of evidence, what you're really saying is my boyfriend makes me feel like shit and has not made me like feel like he cares about my feelings. And that's very serious.
Yeah, it's excessively serious. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really bad.
Yeah.
And that's evidence enough for you to realize that you need to make a change.
Yeah. And they, you know what the change needs to be.
Yeah. Most of our advice are stuff that you can do.
Yeah.
Because you are the only person who is able to.
Yeah. We're just sitting in front of a mic right now. We just give the advice and you can.
Yeah, we can't fix your problems.
We can't fix your problems.
But that's not what I mean. I mean, like, you are the only person who, the only thing you can control are your own actions.
Yeah.
So that's why most of our advice is not like, try to get the other guy to see your point. Because that just doesn't make any sense.
Just have a civil debate with them.
Right. And it's, it sometimes comes across as like, yeah, break up with everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more complicated than that.
It is more complicated than that. And also, like, those are the options. Those are the fucking options.
I get that. Yeah, so
if you don't want to break up, have another conversation, but have as many conversations as you want. At some point, you have to accept that this person is not going to change.
Yeah, exactly. As long as they're not willing to change, they're not going to change.
Yeah. And I mean, we don't know these people, so we're assuming they're not changing.
Exactly. So, I don't know.
But yeah, that's my story.
That was my story.
Never mind. I really forgot that if I read that or if I didn't. You can just pay attention. You're making me feel like
you're not paying attention to who's saying which story.
Okay.
Dumb bit.
Okay.
Yo, if we ever get a studio, I can't wait because then we can both actually yell.
That would be really fun.
Yeah, and we won't wake up any fucking babies.
This one's anonymous. She, her, or they, them, and then they also said, I don't care. So call them whatever you want.
I'll just say they.
They, them, she, her, whichever one.
Them.
Okay. Am I the asshole for reporting a girl I went to school / worked with?
Probably not. Okay.
I mean, yeah, she's not. Since my sophomore year of high school, I have had this rocky friendship with this one chick. Some backstory is she's used her friends and outed one of her friends to everyone. I love the word chick.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta just a weird whiplash just happened. I was like, wow, okay, our listeners are cool.
I know, right?
Yeah, some chicks.
Some fucking chick.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you? Okay.
Fucking yeah. Okay. Some backstory is she's used her friends and outed one of her friends to everyone. She's a piece of shit.
Yeah, already piece of shit. Yeah.
She faked being trans to prove she didn't out the person. Parentheses, she admitted it and said never mind about being trans to be with straight cis men.
Oh my god.
What a fucking garbage person.
Yeah, you know you're not the asshole.
You know you're not the
asshole, but okay.
But this is a story, so you know.
Yeah, let's go in. Let's go.
Okay, back to my story. I had left the school I was going to and moved in with my dad about 15 to 20 minutes away. I had been working at a store nearby for over a year and a half in that town. This girl followed me there a few weeks later and started working with me. I was civil with her till the day my emotional support animal passed away randomly at 3 years old. I'm sorry.
I am sorry.
I was sitting at work upset about it, wishing I could have done something, and she went ahead and said, "You couldn't have saved her. Even if you got her help, she would have died."
Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. No, you can't just say that.
I feel like
it doesn't matter. Okay, first, I know.
Maybe
I don't
she's trying to be comforting,
but that's such a really bad way.
Yeah, it's not a good way to phrase it.
It's not good to say you couldn't have done anything. It's one thing to say you couldn't have done anything. It's another to say you tried your best and she lived your best
and she lived a good life.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and there was nothing more you could have done.
If someone told me that Leolo fucking.
You couldn't have done anything, you would have died anyway.
Yeah, no, that feels like shit. Fuck you if you say that.
That feels like, okay, we just spent $2,000 for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. No, that's
really
bullshit.
sorry.
Fuck your friend.
She's a piece of shit.
I'm not even a friend anymore. Piece of shit. Fuck this piece of shit.
She's a piece of shit. She said this for about a week straight.
Oh
fucking
my God.
week? Like, dude,
Wow.
shut up.
That's all. That's fucking get over it energy. That's what that feels like.
It really does feel like that. Even though I kind of know what she means.
Yeah, but like doing it for a week and saying the same bad way of doing it.
And I assume this person is also being like, hey, don't stop talking to me.
That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what
like,
it feels
hey,
like.
stop it. And then they continue is like, no. I told a few of my managers so she could be kept away from me. Then one day I had enough and reported her to someone higher up. But after they talked to her, they said I shouldn't have an issue with her since she didn't have an issue with me. Am I the asshole?
Oh, not the asshole. And
no,
fuck your manager,
these fucking
fuck your higher
capitalists
ups.
are being stupid.
They don't care because they just want two people to work whatever the fuck. That's dumb as fuck, man.
Yeah, no. Managers don't. This is just sort of a lesson for younger people that do work somewhere and then you have a serious issue with somebody. HR is not there to help you. It is there to help the company.
Yeah, no, that's all that HR is there for. I unironically know that from coworkers that I used to work with back at the second theme park. Like, yeah, no, like they really just, they don't give a shit. They just want bodies behind the cash register.
Yeah, they
you know
honestly
what I mean?
don't.
So
I had a harassment issue at the last, the job I worked at before my current job. And they still tried to like schedule me on the same place with this person. And I had to bring it up and be like, this is an issue.
This is fucked up. Yeah.
And then guess what? They moved me because I complained about it. But I had to complain about it for them to move me.
Yeah, that's what is.
So then they knew that it was an issue enough for them to move me. But they
still
didn't
scheduled.
do
They
it
didn't give a
because
shit.
they thought maybe I wouldn't give a shit. Even though it was a harassment case.
Exactly. So it's like, God, that's just so.
Companies don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
They
really
honestly don't give a fuck about you.
So, yeah, you're not the asshole.
No.
And you've been put in a really bad situation.
A really bad situation.
Yeah. And
with a terrible person.
With a terrible person. And I am sorry. And I'm sorry that no one else gives a shit.
You just got to cause a stink until maybe they fire you. And then you can apply for unemployment.
Apply for unemployment and find a separate job elsewhere because.
Or just start looking for another job now.
Because, and don't let them follow you to that new job. Like.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so obsessed with you too.
That's weird to me. Yeah. So, yeah, that's just, not the asshole. Obviously not the asshole. I can't.
Not the asshole.
I'm sorry about your emotional support animal passing away. I know
me too.
That's
terrible.
That is terrible.
After 3 years too, that's so sad.
3 years, that is so sad.
We're sorry.
I am so sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Jesus.
Sorry. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the fucking asshole.
Even one little bit.
God. What a piece of shit. That pisses me off. I'm sorry.
No, I get it.
God.
Are you
all
good?
Right. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Jesus. Man, sorry. All right. After that pee and cry break, I got a third story.
Okay.
Jesus. All right. Okay. So, I have some water. Jesus.
Yeah.
So this comes from Anonymous. They, them.
Weed.
My girlfriend, 20 she, her, and I, 20 they, them, have been together since high school. Things started out very casual and more like a friends with benefit type of thing, but eventually things got more serious and we ended up together. Things were really good for a while, seemingly very perfect. But about a year ago, when her phone was broken and needed to use mine to access phones, emails for work, I happened to open my Photos app while it was still logged into her account.
Oh,
As
God.
I was trying to get back to the homepage, I was scrolling around and found a couple nudes of random people and a couple pictures of our mutual friends face edited onto naked girls. That's weird.
What?
One of the pictures my girlfriend even edited herself into. It was extremely jarring. Yeah. Mainly because I didn't expect her to have that sort of attraction towards our friends, and it was just plain creepy. But also because she'd always tell me I was the only one she felt that way about. We talked a lot about it, and she made a lot of weird excuses about how she thought of it as a threesome with me involved, even though it was just pictures of them, and it made me feel even worse being put in that scenario and her thinking that would fix anything.
Yeah, that sounds worse.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a weird.
If I found like a photo of you, like that you fucking, like if I found a photo of like naked porn stars of like Riley Reid, but instead of Riley Reid's face, it was like one of your friends. And then you're like, thinking, no, I want to fuck you and them. I would be like, that's worse, I think.
But at the same time, Sarah.
No, that's bad. That's worse.
At the same time.
That's literally worse.
Yeah, so yeah, especially if you're not, like, that's not what your relationship is. Yeah, like,
yeah, like if you haven't talked about threesomes, you know, and neither of you are open to them, even if you are open to them, if you're not open to them with this specific person, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would be sus.
Yeah. And that she regretted it immediately after thinking about it, even though there was plenty of time to regret it while editing the 3 separate images of our friend on a naked.
Yeah, it takes a long time to edit an image.
Yeah, Photoshop, Jesus, like, come on.
Unless they're really shitty images.
Yeah, right. Just like fucking cut.
Just faces. Like a white box around.
Oh my God.
Or worst case scenario, they're really good at
that's
images.
Worse. That's worse.
That's worse because then she spent hours effort into this shit. What the fuck? Yeah.
I was able to forgive her after a month or so, but I certainly have not forgotten. Our relationship is better now, but it will never be the same as it was before. I get super anxious around this mutual friend now. I can't help but think they want to have sex with other people we know. And as a plus-size person, seeing your partner fantasize about skinny people really sucks.
It really does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
My girlfriend said the others' nudes were from old relationships and things, but why still have those too?
Yeah.
It's a little weird still.
That's kind of sus.
Yeah. I still really care for her and I'm very in love with her. And it's not like I think about it all the time, but after a year, the anxieties I get about it haven't gone away or gotten much smaller. I don't want to leave her, but I don't know if I can really get over it. Yeah. If you have any advice, that would be highly appreciated.
I mean, you just gotta talk to her about it.
Yeah, I think that's you
have to have like a very serious
conversation about like, hey, this is why I don't feel comfortable with it. This is why I don't think that what happened.
Yeah,
you have to explain why it affects you, and you have to hope that they understand it. And are willing to change because of it.
Yeah,
I definitely get the I get the insecurities, and I definitely get the entire feelings that you're going through. And the thing that sucks now is that it's hard for those to go away.
Yeah, it really is. At the beginning of our relationship, I was really, really anxious about me being a plus size person and Josh not fetishizing, but being attracted to literally anyone skinnier than me, because to me it felt like I was the exception and that was what Josh was into. Josh is into any woman. Pretty much any woman.
I can't even fight back against that. You're not wrong.
You've told me that. Like, you're into like literally every single body type.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever heard you say, nope, that's not attractive.
I think unless it's about cases.
like a personality, you know?
Yeah, personalities I feel like is like
if somebody's a piece of shit.
Yeah, obviously I don't want to.
You know? Yeah. Like, then that's when you're like, nah, I'm not into that person.
Yeah, so.
But like, and it took me a long time for me to be like, to become okay with the idea of your partner being attracted to other people. But you're also allowed to have boundaries. Like,
yeah, exactly. I think it's a pretty reasonable boundary to not have your partner just Photoshop nudes of your friends.
It's also like kind of infringing on their boundaries.
Yeah, it is also infringing on the friends' boundaries too, because I don't know, unless there's a weirder thing going on where your friends are like, fuck yeah, dude, Photoshop
my face
onto
Riley Reid.
That's a little, that's
like, if I was the friend that was being photoshopped onto Riley Reid and I found that, I would be like, are you disseminating this information? Are you like passing this around?
Yeah, that's what's weird.
That's what I would be scared of. And that's the whole point of not wanting people to like have your nudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Is you don't want them to spread it around.
Yeah, if you're uncomfortable with like, having your body out there, you shouldn't have it. Because that's like, it's like, like revenge porn type shit, where it's
that's
like,
really shitty.
Yeah.
that is a concern.
That is still, yeah,
that's a
very
valid
much a concern. Yeah.
that you should have with this person. It sucks that everything else is good because then it's like literally this one weird thing.
Yeah, but it's really weird.
It's really
very weird, strange to me.
It's not like, oh, I don't use the toilet seat when I poop. Weird. It's it's a different
Remember when our
thing.
stories were like that?
I know, right? That was awesome.
But no, now joking aside, no, I think you just need to have another serious talk with them because, and also figure out what the fuck's going on with the friends because that's the only thing I would be even remotely worried about is that your friends are cool with it.
Yeah,
or aware of this.
It's like it doesn't really matter if they're cool with it because then it's like,
well, yeah, it doesn't matter if they're cool with it. I mean,
then you just break up and then they can be together.
So I don't know.
And then it's like, well.
Yeah, that's weird, man. That's such a weird fucking...
In the words of the previous fucking person, that would have happened anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Don't make me cry again for 5 minutes. I swear to God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that's weird. And
that's really strange, and it's worth a conversation.
Did they say not the asshole? But,
not the asshole.
Yeah, it's just weird.
And also, then analyze her behavior.
Yeah.
If she's continuing to be weird about it, even a year later, that's even worse. That's like she's continued
something that's just changed the faces. Just
also, she doesn't know how to use the hidden folder on her phone.
Oh, you're dating a dumbass too. That's
even
worse.
I know. That's the other thing. It's like what she keeps them in the cloud. Anybody can hack into that.
Yeah,
anybody.
Right?
If
Secure
you have
folder at least has a pin.
Someday a fucking 12-year-old is gonna move in to the house next to your fucking girlfriend. And he's going to start hacking into her iCloud and printing to her Wi-Fi printer all of these fucking photos over and over and over again. And she's going to get her just desserts.
Jesus.
Somebody did that in my high school one time. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, they hacked into the Wi-Fi. We had just gotten to Wi-Fi printers when Wi-Fi printers came out.
Oh my God.
Because I'm 90 years old. And we had and fucking Wi-Fi printers just came out. And this fucking dude who was in my class.
Oh shit.
Who was awesome. We weren't friends because he was a fucking, I don't know. He thought he was cooler than me because he was, even though he was a nerd, but he was cooler than me. Yeah. He hacked into the printers and started printing out memes. Just did everybody's fucking thing. And then he got detention, and he came into class and was like, I got detention. And he wore a Columbine trench coat every day.
Oh my God.
And we were all like, it was
Don't come to school tomorrow.
It was a really small class with 5 people in it. It was AP class.
Yeah.
And we were all just like, bro, what did you do? Again. He was just a weirdo that brought fucking typewriters to school in the suitcase.
Nerd. Jesus.
With the fucking trench coat.
Yeah, that's so fucking weird. Oh my God.
I wonder where he's at now,
He's in jail.
For sure.
Yeah. For editing. God. If someone put my face on someone's nudes,
he's vice president of Microsoft or something.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
If someone put my face onto nudes,
yeah,
I'd be like, wow, I got a fat cock.
I would be offended. I'd be like, why aren't you just using my regular nudes? You could have just asked me for nudes.
I go into Photoshop Lite on my phone and I take Sarah's Ahiago face.
Yeah.
And I put it on Roxanne
my other
Wolf.
Nudes. I put it on Sun Moon.
Sun Moon Rule 34, yeah. That's all I can jerk off to these days. I'm sorry. I need the intimacy of Sarah with the body of Sun and Moon.
I don't get the people that send for Sun and Moon.
Yeah, those guys are fucking freaks.
They're just lanky. It's just because he's lanky.
He's lanky, dude. It's the Pete Davidson of the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline.
Honestly, I would have never said the sentence 10 years ago, but Pete Davidson really ruined Five Nights at Freddy's Rule 34. Making the most popular character the lanky character.
You're not wrong.
All right, let me do mine.
All right, last one. Oh
last
shit!
One.
Oh my god,
See?
we're good. Oh,
See?
we solved nudes.
That was the worst high five ever.
Well, yeah, because
There you
I'm
go.
bad at high fiving. Jesus.
You gotta look at the
I have
elbow.
to tell everyone.
You have to look at the elbow.
I have to tell everyone how fucking bad I am. Jesus, like all the fucking time.
Okay. I don't do that.
I know.
Wait, do that?
No, you don't. You don't.
Okay.
No, you don't. Jesus.
Okay, good.
Jesus. Okay, but now you are.
All right. This is from Anonymous, she, her.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for changing my mind about wanting kids? No.
Already no. Yeah, I can't.
No.
Next story.
You literally can't
There's
be.
no world, but okay. Yeah, not the
All
asshole.
right, we're done. That's it.
Can you imagine one day we unironically do that?
It's on April
We just
Fool's
read
Day,
the
for
title.
sure.
Yeah.
We just go through the most popular Reddit posts.
Oh my god.
And then we say the wrong answer.
Oh, and then we
like,
say that
am
we're
I the asshole for wanting to drop out of my toxic sister's wedding? Yes, you are. Next one.
And then do we say that we're a different podcast?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what we had to become friends with the other podcasts before we can do that prank.
Yeah. We do the thing where we like go on each other's podcasts and just
Everyone at every other podcast.
Please, guys.
Don't do it. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
That's a
embarrass
prank.
us.
Don't embarrass us.
Don't embarrass us, guys.
Because you're embarrassing me.
Okay.
Okay. You can start. Yeah.
Okay. Anonymous she, her. Am I the asshole for changing my mind about wanting kids? No, you're not.
No, not the asshole.
I, 24 female, and my boyfriend, 20 male. Wow, I just realized he's 20 male.
No, not the asshole. You're making the smart call already.
Yeah, you're totally making the fucking smart call.
You're making
Are you
a smart
kidding
call
me?
right now.
20? Okay. I know the way that this goes, so I'm already shocked. Have collectively been together for about a year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Our relationship started as any other new age relationship these days. Met through Tinder. Fucking same dog. Hell yeah. And everything was going great. About a couple months into our relationship, things started getting very serious. We had talked about what we wanted in our relationship for the future if things kept going well. During these series of serious discussions, we landed on the topic of children, which has always been a touchy subject for me. My boyfriend is all about wanting kids. He says he's always dreamt of having a kid one day. But me, on the other hand, is a bit more hesitant, actually, a lot more hesitant. Okay, so this is where it gets very serious.
Okay.
For backstory, when I was a dumb teenager in high school, I got into a relationship with a boy, and we dated almost 3 years. Him and I were young and dumb, and I ended up getting pregnant at 17. Obviously, like any other 17-year-old, I was not ready to have a child, and this caused a lot of mental turmoil for me. I became severely depressed and suicidal, and I was scared to tell anyone about it. In the end, I got an abortion that my family begrudgingly took me to, which caused a lot of childhood trauma within myself and my family that we never actually processed through. So I'm really sorry that you went through that.
Too, yes.
That's terrible. Since then, my outlook on having children completely changed. When I told my boyfriend this, he could see that it still hurts me to this day. But he feels that people can change and that maybe I could change my mind about it.
That's a little shitty. Kind of, it's pretty shitty.
I don't care if I'm dating you. If you're 19 and I'm 23 and you tell me, maybe you'll change your mind. About anything. It could be about like Dr. Pepper's the best soda. No, you'll change your mind. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You don't know shit. You're 19.
You literally have more.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You have more experience for both your experiences as well as your age. So yeah, no, obviously.
The audacity.
That's pretty wild.
This is like infinitely more serious than is Dr. Pepper the best soda.
Yeah, right. So, okay, yeah, no. Wow, actually, yeah, that's wild to me.
Yeah. When I told my boyfriend, okay, yeah, blah, 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 he changed my mind about it. Fast forward, we broke up for a few months because I was going through a depressive episode and needed to work on myself. Fast forward again, we get back together and I told him that I had magically changed my mind, that I could see myself having kids and that it was something that I wanted. Well, turns out that was a lie. I mean, I don't know if it was a lie or if you just thought you might want kids and then you decided
came to
later.
The realization that, maybe not.
Because that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You can change your opinion on having kids whenever. I mean, yeah.
Make your previous stance lying.
No, yeah, of course not.
It just means that you thought about it a little bit.
Yeah.
We did the deed, and I had been on birth control for a while now, but I had been traveling for 2 days and forgot to take my pills. I won't go into detail, but basically he didn't put protection on and didn't ask if I had taken my pills while I had been traveling. This sent me into a tailspin of anxiety, thinking about the possibility of getting pregnant. I had a PTSD-induced panic attack. I had felt like I was 17 again. I told him that I changed my mind and that I don't think I will ever be someone able to have kids. For the sake of my mental health, I don't want to risk any possibility of either hurting myself, him, or a child. He hasn't said anything about it since then, or really put his 2 cents in on the matter. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not, because that just kind of
he needs to reassure you about this.
Yeah, he needs to reassure you, because silence to me is kind of like a weird disagreement, you know,
or like he's taking offense.
Yeah, well,
that's you having this stance, which is like it's not even really about him.
No,
honestly, at
not,
this point, he hasn't said anything about it since then. Hasn't put his 2 cents in on the matter. I don't know what he feels about it, and I don't want to be someone who takes away something that he's always wanted. I love him dearly, and I care about him, but if he still wants that, I'm afraid that he will resent me in the future for not being able to give that to him. Am I the asshole?
Not the asshole.
You're not the asshole.
You're not taking that away from him. That's not a good way to phrase that. Because I mean, the thing that I guess sucks about this is that that's probably just a major incompatibility between you two.
Well,
but then also part of me is like, he is 20.
Yeah, he's too young.
He's too young to be thinking.
That's really young.
That's pretty fucking, yeah. I don't know. You're not the asshole. I know that for sure. And you're allowed to change your opinion of whether or not you want to. Yeah.
It's not lying.
It's not lying. You're not lying. So
what it is that you were traumatized from what happened when you were 17. You literally have PTSD from this situation.
And you had a panic attack because of it. Yeah.
Yeah. That means that there are a lot of issues that before making a final decision on whether or not you want kids ever.
Yeah.
Now you can make the decision of, I do not want kids now.
That's the thing. Yes.
I do not want kids now at all because I am not in the right headspace to have children, because if I do have children, I'm going to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. You should making the decision of, yeah, okay, I'm ready to have a kid should be, oh my God, I want a kid so bad.
Yeah.
I would love to have a kid. I would love to be a parent. I dream about it. I want to have a kid. Yes, yes, yes. But that's not you right now because you have this trauma from when you were 17. That probably is like very layered and very deep within your psyche because you were developing when you went through it.
And you even mentioned that you never had a chance to fully process this trauma. So you can't really, you can't be blamed for having this stance because like you're still traumatized by it and you still haven't had a chance to even.
You've only been with this guy for a year.
And it's weird that
you're talking so seriously about having children.
That's a little crazy.
That's a little strange. That's a little strange. It's different for everybody.
It's different for everybody. It's crazy to me, but if you guys are in that serious stage, then
I don't ever.
I can understand having that conversation, but like
we usually don't go to like make an ultimatum, but I think like for now you have to put yourself first and say like, hey, this is trauma for me. I'm going to figure out how to deal with this trauma. If that means therapy, if that means like, you know, going to a psychiatrist and getting treated for complex PTSD.
Yeah.
I, you know, need support through this time where I deal with these issues from my childhood and what happened to me.
And I need
your support.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to support me,
I can't be with you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need a support system. Like, yeah, you're going to need some sort of.
And I really only say this because then he's going to, if he just continues down the path that he's doing, which he's already done, which is talking about having children all the time, and then also not really reassuring you when you have a panic attack.
Yeah, that's really shitty, you know?
And I mean, maybe he did in the moment, but there's also like a lot of aftercare of like,
yeah, there's
do
a lot
you
of
want to talk about it? Like, do you not want to talk about it? There should be clear communication on what both of your feelings are about the situation.
Yeah, so
he should be communicating with you about this. The fact that he hasn't is a big red flag, honestly.
Kind of, yeah, it is.
So I think you just have to say that to him and just be like, hey, listen, I'm a person that can't be talking about kids right now.
Yeah.
And if I am talking about it, it's with my therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the best case that you can be in right now. And then you'll be able to fully figure out whether or not
to go forward in this relationship.
Yeah.
Because if he actually can't stop talking about having children at 20 years old,
yeah,
then maybe he needs to move on to the next 20-year-old that just wants to pop out babies.
Honestly, I mean, kind of, yeah.
I mean, sorry that sounded judgmental, but I am judging them. Guys, yes, I am. So,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, not the asshole, though. Never the asshole.
No, you're not the asshole. And I'm sorry you went through that. That sounds terrible.
Very sorry, too. Solved babies.
Solved babies!
Oh, man. I love bits. All right, so.
Last one,
guys. We're doing it. This comes from Anonymous. They, them. And I just realized this is fucking similar to the last story.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it the same?
It's not.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for telling my ex that I'm never going to have kids with him?
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's already different. Yeah. For context, I was with this guy for 4 years, and we've been broken up for almost 2 now, but this particular situation still bugs me. We'd gotten into an argument about my best friend being a stay-at-home mom. For some reason, he thought that taking care of a child and keeping a house clean only takes about 3 hours. What a fucking dumbass.
What a fucking idiot. Are you fucking kidding me? What a dumbass.
God. And that she just spends the rest of her time playing video games.
And he just told on himself. Because that's what he would do if he were a stay-at-home dad.
I just want to play fucking Fortnite, man.
You would be working fucking 50, 60 hours a week, and you would come home to a dirty house with kids with shit all up in their diaper.
And you'd be playing Rust.
And he would be playing fucking Rust, dude.
God.
Man. Right. Okay.
I explained to him everything that it takes to take care of a child, and that she hardly ever played video games anymore, but he wouldn't listen. I started to get really upset because he had zero frame of reference on this. He didn't have kids, and none of his friends had kids. He didn't have younger siblings. There was no reason for him to think this. He was basically
so annoying.
So fucking annoying. This guy doesn't know anything.
Yes, that's amazing.
Fuck, dude, that's wild.
Oh my, he doesn't have kids.
None of his friends
are stay-at-home dads.
No younger siblings. He was basically insinuating that my best friend is lazy and that I was stupid for believing her. I didn't really want kids at the time, and he knew that. But this argument really solidified that for me, so So I told him, well, it's a good thing I'm never gonna have kids with you. Based. Based. He got really upset with me and wouldn't talk to me for the rest of the evening. I think I'm justified in my thought, but maybe there was a better way I could have put it. No, there wasn't. I mean, there probably was at the time.
Yeah, if you're the fucking Dalai Lama, this asshole.
Honestly, because I get thinking about this situation because I feel like this would be, this is
if you want to be fucking Jesus Christ and turn the other cheek and be a nice person.
But no, that's just a good story.
That's a great story.
You have a good story because your fucking your ex-boyfriend's a dumbass.
He's a fucking dipshit, and you dodged a fucking bullet.
You dodged a bullet, and you know it because he had no frame of reference.
It's so funny.
You know that. Come on.
That's such a man thing to do.
You're gonna sit.
He really just sat there, said whatever the fuck came to his mind.
She's gonna play Madden all day, bro.
She doesn't even play video games.
Wait, did your boyfriend wear fucking NFL jerseys all day?
Is he that kind of guy?
Had the fucking handle, the mustache, the trucker mustache.
Oh yeah.
It was just sitting around holding a beer waiting for fucking supper. What a dick.
And then he got sad when you said you didn't want to have kids with him because he said that. So he couldn't even handle the consequences of his own actions.
The consequences.
It's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I hope that. I hope he's grown up now. But holy shit.
I don't know if he can. He might be too stupid.
He might be pretty dumb, dude.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
I was thinking recently, I was like, damn, I'm really not that emotionally mature. Because I've had a really rough week, and sometimes when I have a rough week, it makes it very difficult for me to get the things that I need to do done. And I was like really beating myself up. And this story has really helped me realize that I'm fucking streets ahead,
You're
baby.
streets ahead, baby.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We solved Sarah's feelings.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
A fucking idiot, dude. Holy shit. Thank you for sending that story.
Thank you so much.
That's funny as fuck.
That was really funny.
You said the right thing for the future.
You said the awesome.
You said the awesome thing.
Maybe not the nicest thing.
You should have put in the detail of you rode out on your skateboard.
Yeah, you should have like done a cool lick on your guitar. Like, you know, you did a fucking great thing.
You did a great thing, yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe like the best, if you want to go back and like edit your words, like maybe the best thing is like, well, sir, I don't know. I don't really think you fully understand the situation, and you might need some teaching.
Take the enlightened fucking liberal take. Yeah, sure.
No, like, fuck that. Honestly,
fuck that, dude.
Fuck that. Sometimes you just need to tell a man that he doesn't know shit and he's a fucking idiot.
Sometimes you gotta say no to getting free.
You did that in the perfect way because it hurt his feelings.
You hurt his fucking feelings. Dude.
Oh,
fucking
man.
Based. Good job.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that gets the APWSTR seal of approval.
Sometimes the best response is not the most enlightened response. Sometimes
honestly, yeah.
It is just the response that makes the other person cry.
And that's the show. Sarah O'Hara and everybody. So what do you want to plug? Is there anything else? I don't know. Nothing else. Just a funny story.
That makes my heart
sing.
Yeah. As a hater, you know? I've decided now I'm a hater. I really do hate a lot of things. A lot of real small things. But like, you know, I don't hate everything. But like a lot of tiny little things, I've decided I've just looked at it and I'm like, don't like that. And I think that's okay. And I think it's okay to look back at the responses that you have to people and think, meh, it wasn't the best. You know what? It was pretty good.
Yeah. For what I did at the time, that was pretty good.
I caused emotional damage to somebody, and you know what? In this scenario, I'm giving myself a pass.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. I don't think you should be morally
you shouldn't be
high-roaded for that.
No, yeah, you're not getting morally high-roaded from me. That's for sure.
Exactly.
You should have been nice.
Anyway, follow me on Instagram at SQUINTON27. Follow me on Twitter at SQUINTON271. And that's fucking it.
I'm Joshua Chinland on Twitter, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. Fucking Joshua Chinland on Medium.
No, just Joshua Chinland, not fucking Joshua Chinland. But now you should change it to that, because it's pretty good.
APWSTR on TikTok, Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon. APWSTR merch is now out.
Yeah.
A podcast will save this.
Go buy that merch, baby.
Podcast saves this on Instagram.
Yeah.
A podcast will save this on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Discord will be coming out soon.
Yes, it will be.
And do I do anything else? Probably not. Go check out my fucking streams. Prime sub.
Go check out the streams and Prime sub. And also subscribe, because we're very close to getting monetized.
Yeah, we are like 101 followers away from being subscribed on YouTube. So if you're listening to this, definitely go subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah, please.
We are so close.
Please.
Yeah.
We'll stop complaining about not having any money.
We'll stop complaining.
Right.
Yeah, right, nerds.
Yeah, right, we're all complaining about money.
Thank you all for watching. We love you.
Thank you. We love you. So, Josh, what's your gimmick? Now that I have a gimmick.
What's your gimmick?
I hate things.
I love things.
I like that.
Yeah. But I thought you hated things.
I make it very clear that I don't hate everything.
Dude, I just own Sarah with facts and logic.
If I hated everything,
lib.
I would be like not able to do anything.
You get
I'd fucking die in my bed.
Are you triggered?
You know, these are very hateful actions for somebody who loves everything.
I love being hateful.
I hate that you love things.
Wow, we're such an odd couple.